Williams.
Oh, bingo.
Bingo chili?
Oh, what's this?
What's this? What's this? There's white crap everywhere. What's this? There's cold things in the air. I just remembered a parody of the Nightmare Before Christmas song where Jack's swearing, like, what the heck is all this snow crap?
I mean, I don't blame him, man.
Singing songs. Remember, kids, it's only a crime if you get caught. This is not legal advice from Steve Accounting. I can't believe I spent 10 years in law school only to get half murdered 3 times.
Legally, I'm not obligated to answer that question.
I can't believe I made a fireball nuke with 2 other wizard people.
How's it going?
Hello.
Is this what the kids call a society?
Oh no, society is what we call an abyssal.
It's so bad I lost.
Oh my god. Yeah. I was gonna say, what? Huh, you know, I'm gonna take a look at the replays later.
You guys
I just
streamed the
haven't played
tournament?
in a while.
You know,
The tournament's not being streamed, but the replays will be, and the replays are all gonna be shoutcasted by me and Bread.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I lost? It's gonna be there!
It's okay. It's not just you. Steve is also here as well. And
hey, I'm the one who lost first, I think.
yeah.
So don't feel too bad, my guy.
Also, at least I was gonna say, I had heard from Phoenix how like he gave you pointers. My man, you brick braked on a Pelipper when the Lapras was right there.
Brick developer, huh? Is that a misclick vibe or?
Oh no, I'm not good with Pokemon battles.
What does that even mean?
He used the
Brick Break
fighting.
is a Pokemon move, which is a fighting type move against a bird. That's resistance against fighting. When there was a Lapras who's an ice type, technically it would have been normal
No, because
No,
water
that's
is not
super effective.
resistant.
because I think water also resists.
Nope.
It doesn't
Water
resist fighting? That's
Nope.
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then it would have been just super effective.
I forgot that the Pelipper would have resisted that move.
It's okay. There's a lot of type matchups that like this is part of playing the game, and clearly you learned from that because the moment you saw it was super effective against Lapras, you like in your next game immediately like reconciled that mistake by actually using fighting type moves against Lapras.
And then even after the battle, me and Phoenix had a nice little discussion where, like, all right, I could do this next time with the trick routine.
Mhm.
It was a very pleasant.
Like
discussion.
you're gonna see when because we're gonna basically do it where like once all of round 1 finishes, we're gonna do a shoutcast for those fights. I'm considering like Andrew and Steve when the people who lose to their rounds go to you guys. I'm considering making you guys just say, oh wait, we're not gonna do the shoutcast until the losers round 1 is also done because it's literally just gonna be 2 fights, and then then we move on to like an actual like bulky area. So I'm greatly looking forward to what happens.
I need to remember type resistances.
I need one of 2 things to happen. I need Glitch to win the whole thing. That way, if I lost, at least I lost to the person who won first.
I can guarantee you this. I can almost guarantee you this with certainty. There's 4 people who are like gunning to win this.
I gotta say, I really like
Like-
Zigatoi's design.
Oh yeah, Zigatomoy looks really pretty. But like for example, Phoenix and his brother, who's going up soon, actually have some competitive experience. And when I say some, I mean like Phoenix built a team that's similar to mine, and his team got washed by his brother. So I'm looking forward to that because I have to fight his brother in round 2. So there are some people who have some pretty good potential here. There's me and Bread, who you see me literally been grinding these Nuzlocke and learning competitive strats that way. Holy crap! Like, probably would not known as much about Pokemon if I had not done these Nuzlocks.
See, if you want a real challenge, you gotta hit up the Emerald Kaizo.
Oh no, I'm not that sadistic.
Dude, have you guys heard of that one guy who does nothing but like Pokemon Nuzlocks, and he even had trouble with the Kaizo?
I know who you're referring to. You're referring to Pokemon challenges.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Also, side note, we are officially past the timer.
Alright.
151 tries for Kaizo.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's from a professional Nuzlocker.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm not that sadistic. All right, this is gonna be pretty good though. Let me go ahead and remove Zigatomoy because we're no longer dealing with her, unless ooh. Oh yeah, look at
Please
that.
tell you did not do what I just heard you do.
Yes, look at her. I need some of that.
I mean, fair, but also God dang it. Nah, I got my own Eldritch Horror to deal with. I don't need another one.
So this is the other route. This is the other route, Bird.
I gotta say, the Drill Man is the best boy. He is.
Shit, hold
I
on
want
a
to give him
sec.
the world. Sorry, Crowdinger.
I
You
was
were
on
saying?
Reddit for a second. I was on Reddit for a second. Yo, this guy, Homeboy looks straight up like he belongs in fucking Mega Man.
He does.
He's from the we confirmed it was Battle Network?
I think so. All I know,
Yeah, it was.
which as a side note, I'm looking forward to the Battle Network PC release.
Oh, I know, right?
Oh man.
My question is, how does he hold?
Oh
things?
yeah.
How does he hold things?
No, because he literally has them attached to him.
Well, it's obvious, guys. And that's how he holds the things with his drills.
So he just constantly
we have
puts
a
his
1
balls
minute
in mud?
later.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, the creator for Yu-Gi-Oh has apparently died.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I heard
That
about that.
is unfortunate.
I heard about that on NPR. Weirdly.
But it's like it's weird because they said he was found in like an ocean.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
he was
apparently
a
a
Diving accident.
It was an accident. Oh,
Diving accident, yeah.
yeah.
What's really upsetting is that like I follow a lot of like content creators and brands that have direct inspiration from them, and it's really sad because I really loved all their work, and they were all inspired by one show, or one series in general.
Side note. Wow, what a fucking shifting vibe. I was quickly taking a look at the new dice, because it's July. It is a subscriber perk. Here's some free dice, everyone. Clockwork dice, and I just did my first test roll, and I got a natural 20.
Wait, what do they look like?
Yeah, they make cool noises. They go tick 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 tick.
Man, I wish I was a subscriber now because I really want those clockwork dice.
Yes.
I have so many characters that would fight with that perfectly.
Here, hold on. I'm posting on the stream itself, so people in the chat can also see this. Look at these fucking dice.
oh, those are
Those
cool.
Oh,
Those are so cool.
first my broke ass.
Sometimes it just
It's
be
not
like
because
that.
you're broke. It's because you're not dedicated to the D&D grind set.
Oh my god.
I will dry you out. I was gonna say drown you, but then I remembered you're a fish.
Yeah, I'm basically immune to that.
Alright, Pheesh, time
Wait,
to go
does
back
that
into
mean
the
I'm
desert.
immune to capital torture?
Alright, Pheesh, it's time to go back to the desert.
What are you talking about?
Side note. It also makes me think that Bird would love these because of the fact that they look like little shiny click-clacks.
Yes. Yes.
Look, Bird.
Yes,
Look at them.
indeed.
Imagine if they were doorknobs now.
Oh. Dude, I saw this set on Twitter recently. It was an Underdark styled set with like glow in the dark mushrooms in it. Super fucking cool.
So, alright. Yeah, the timer had been finished for a bit. We're gonna go ahead and do the recap. And welcome everyone back to another D&D stream with the Thursday group. Where last we left off, we had a bit of a revelation figuring out where the next component to the MacGuffin that will render Grok's powers useless, or at least nullified to an extent. We do understand that the next piece that they're going after is the fungi that is found with Loxodon monks or nomads. And apparently, while we can't find the specific nomads, we do know where the nomads begin their journey. And so we understand that it being underground, we have two different avenues to go through. We can either take information through Zagutmoy to find an exact precise location, or we take the drill route. As our characters had realized, probably making a deal with a demon lord of fungi and decay is probably not, the Gucci decision to make. They decided to move on and head on over to the drill location. And so, with their plan to drill around the Underdark and try to find this next piece of the MacGuffin, our journey continues with our player characters all in the sub basement of this town, where this huge type of where this huge wing is found, where there's all types of technology being worked on, including this drill that they are experimenting with.
Xena, I need to ask a quick question.
What's up?
Have you ever watched the Sam and Max cartoon?
No.
There's a... When you said sub-basement, I immediately thought the sub basement of Solitude, where they have, someone who, tinkers with all their gear, and their name is the Geek.
Alright. I mean, that definitely will fulfill a few of the roles here. A few of these people can be considered geeks as they love to work on their gear.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, you guys all are at this point right here. Crowdinger has clipped back into his existence, and Manny. What?
I'm just imagining, the one meme where it's like, woo!
Yes.
As he fades away. Just, woo!
And so, the two people who originally introduced you here are we're still here waiting as was told, and here the six of you are in front of them. So, looks like you all came to your senses. It looks like you guys want to try out the experimental drill machine.
Oh, that's all. I don't know what that is, but that sounds cool.
Rodney, I can assure you, it is absolutely cool.
Where is it?
Showcasing that.
Oh, it's so experimental, you say?
Yes, indeed. Basically, the way this thing works is that little ring you see at the base of the drill. That is a pulse wave emitter. It actually makes the hard rock around it loose enough that the drill can actually drill through it with ease. And this is not one, but a triple drill system that is powering a singular drill at the very tip.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, Rodney just giant drill.
No, seriously, if you made an insight check on my character, I do not know a lick of what he's saying. I'm just like, oh yeah.
Insight check, you say?
No.
Yeah.
Nah, don't worry. So,
It's a joke, don't worry.
so anyway, yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of know-how to actually utilize this. So who's good at memorizing instructions?
If
I can
someone
try.
say
Yeah, I guess.
memorizing instructions,
Wait, isn't it your job to guide us down there?
I'm sorry. I'm the basically the way this works is we need people to ride this experiment. People that for a better term of a word, expendable.
perfect, makes sense.
Oh, I'm
Now
really
hold
expensive.
on. Just because I've died once doesn't mean I want to again.
Oh really?
At this point, I'm ready to die.
Don't worry, I'm really good at spending other people's money.
Oh, but see, that's the best part. We got people better than expendable. We got people who are tough, adventurers. He whispers
And the
over
guy
to his
who's prepared
assistant.
to die.
Get ready to claim the bodies.
Oh my god.
So quick question. What instructions do you need memorized?
So, he showcases a single sheet of paper
Okay.
that begins to unfold 100 times.
Oh, it's like a folding boat, but with instructions.
Yes.
Well,
Alright.
It's a good thing I'm an accountant.
So, yeah. Good luck, everyone. The instructions are here. You guys are the ones who know how you want to use this thing. We have provided you with this, and all you need to do is make sure that you come back to us with your findings on the machine and how it runs through. If it turns out to be great, we can mass manufacture more of these.
Oh man, we don't need instructions.
Lovely.
You just gotta pilot with your heart and your guts and your fucking fighting spirit.
Oh my
Let's
god.
go.
I'd like to attempt to read the instructions.
Just Gurren log hunting the drill.
Yeah, no. Oh my god. I'm so glad you got the reference. Yes, I'm in that thing right now. Let's go.
You guys
I
already see
attempt-
Rodney jumping in there.
Can I attempt to read the instructions?
Yes. Anyone who wishes to glean the instructions and try to understand how they work needs to make an intelligence check.
I can do
Just
that.
intelligence?
Yes.
have a-
And multiple
oh,
people
wait.
can. Remember this.
How about... I think me and Pheesh have the highest intelligence.
Yep.
You don't even know the half of it.
Well, I guess we could just leave it
Remember.
to me and Pheesh.
Yeah, just go ahead and both you. No, intelligence checks, not investigation. Intelligence, the actual modifier itself.
Oh!
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, my dyslexia
Ew.
was like screwed me.
No.
Oh wait. Oh,
I got
Pretty high,
23.
pretty high. For a +0.
my
Oh.
Here you go.
Steve's fish is just like, it's big brain time.
Okay. Okay.
25.
There's no way I'm
Big
beating a
money.
25.
Let me
I'll roll
let me
it.
guess. We don't make
Oh,
it.
there it is. And I need
it
Crowdinger
is.
to also roll this, just because I'd imagine even
Oh,
gleaning
right.
the instructions would be pretty interesting.
Alright, sure.
That's
And also,
it.
it's a big shiny drill.
Yes.
And a drill's just like a sharp doorknob.
It's like a doorknob you have to shiv into the earth.
Exactly. It's the doorknob of the earth.
It's an
The
earth knob.
It's
Yeah,
not. It's
just
not
a-
an oyster. It's
give
your
me-
world is your door.
give me-
Just a flat intelligence check, Crowdinger.
Doorknob.
Just a flat
Yeah,
intelligence check.
did it. Part of this do I have to...
I think you're lagging a bit.
A little bit. Here's what I
Well,
can tell
Pheesh,
you guys from the results thus far. So, anyone who got a 25 plus when attempting to pilot this thing can roll with it with advantage.
Yeah,
Anyone-
Hold on. Why isn't this...
It's okay. Just go ahead and roll. I'm right now giving the results. Based off of the results you get, you'll know how well you can pilot this thing. Okay,
Alright, I'm just gonna roll a d20 because it won't let me click like a check.
that's fine. Oh, all you have to if you're referring to that, you like actually tap on the modifier for intelligence itself.
Wait.
Yeah, I know. It's not doing it.
Oh, that's weird. Okay,
By
What,
tapping the number,
Wait. What check are we doing?
hold on.
intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yeah, it's flat
Okay,
intelligence, and
so
right now I'm telling you guys
that's-
the results of your rolls.
Oh
Okay.
wait. I already
That's
did that, so I don't
a-
need to worry about
yeah.
mine.
Right. So once again, let me go ahead and tell the results.
I got a 7
So,
in total.
Pheesh, you perfectly memorize the instructions. So while it doesn't give you an outright success, it makes it that if a situation arises that a check would be needed, you make that check with advantage.
Oh, so I can help repairs and stuff, or like
Not
manage
necessar-
certain something.
Like, let's say there's like a specific type of maneuver that's needed with the drill, or like something that you like, oh, like, how do we access this? And a check is needed, then yes, that's fine. Anyone who got a 20 or above makes the check normally, with no advantage, no disadvantage. You were able to glean the results, but you feel like you have to like look back to them every so often.
Okay.
Anyone who got a 15 or higher makes the check with disadvantage. This represents that while you were able to like glean some of it, it maybe might have like been a bit much for you to memorize at once. So if people who got a 20 above need to reference it every so often, you probably do need the instructions with you, like as like a in case I forget something.
Oh, big car, okay.
And anyone who got below a 15 cannot make any checks to control the drill at all.
Oh, great.
Yep. Oh well, it's okay.
But I really want to.
Oh, you
Okay, so I
Oh,
guess-
you can still try. I will allow anyone who attempts it to make a different check than what is actually requested of. So, for example, to pilot the drill,
Oh, no.
I would request intelligence check. I would request intelligence checks with, of course, the thing stated as before. For anyone who has no information on how to use this thing, it is your choice of athletics or charisma.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do this. You gotta feel it. Like you feel it. You feel this ground. How easy it is to punch.
I will also allow you, Naulei, to make the check with charisma. It is still a disadvantage though. But here's the funny part: is the idea of those is like, yeah, we got this. We memorized the results, right, Steve and Pheesh. Meanwhile, everyone else, listen to me, machine.
Wait, actually, one last thing. Steve is gonna allow the patron to see through his eyes and say, "Hey, we're about to use the drill."
I look forward to this. I can't wait to see you on the other side.
Wait, what?
There's no more response.
Screw
from her.
you! Let's rock. He press his button.
So
Steve just sighs. And just
it is still a
I'm
disadvantage.
going.
It is still a disadvantage check for those who are making it with anything that is not intelligence.
Okay. So how are we getting in this? Cause
this-
Rodney's ready to go.
This machine only needs one pilot at a time. There is always a passenger seat to represent someone who could like switch into the pilot seat at any moment. And there's enough room to fit up to 6 other people. This is an 8-person vehicle.
All right. So who's my Simon?
I guess.
Okay.
Someone who knows.
Fish makes an intelligence checks with advantage for this machine.
All right. You'll be my Simon, Pheesh. Get in here.
Wait,
Get in.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
hold on.
Yes,
Is a
yes.
drill the same way as like a ship? So I'm like your first mate or something?
Kind of.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. Steve.
You're my nakama, okay, bro? You're.
I haven't watched. I haven't watched. I haven't watched Gurren Lagann
Rodney,
before, so I
Hakuna
probably didn't get that.
Matata.
That's okay.
No,
Yeah, I
well,
tried
Nakama's from
it.
One Piece.
Yeah.
It's, but.
Fish, get in the
Alright.
fucking
Or
drill.
yeah, just get in the drill. Let's go.
Alright.
Easy, get in the drill. I mean, wait, what?
So,
Can you get in the
you
drill?
guys proceed to hop into this drill.
Wait,
we know
water.
Fish always has the barrel available.
Oh, I thought it got broke.
No.
I like to imagine it got. Did I break it? I'm trying to remember.
No,
I mean,
it's
we
like
could
okay.
say
Here's the
it's
thing.
some- oh, God,
I will say this once. If I don't mention it, it means I'm on like borrowed time. If I mention it, I'm in the barrel.
So, with that in mind, Rodney and Fish get into the driver and passenger seat, while everyone else gets into the back seats. The back seats. The way this works is that the people who are piloting the drill, you're not looking forward because it's not like there's like an actual window to look through. The way it works is that the sensors up top provide like a type of optics. So, think of a type of ground sonar where those was that the Shockwave emulators have a light pulse variant that allows them to feel out throughout the ground. And it would be displayed on a monitor that both the main pilot and the co-pilot can see.
That's pretty cool.
Steve just says, I think I have a bad feeling about this.
You're my blood brother. That's all you gotta
What is
understand.
Rodney talking about?
This hits so close to my heart.
Oh, here we go. And so, without further ado,
Rodney,
who is making us the first check to start the drill up and move forward?
Disadvantage, you say?
Disadvantage.
Let's
for the
go!
love
We all make it.
Oh, what do we get? Oh, 7 plus 5, that's not good.
So, with a 12 total,
No.
you guys see Rodney kind of do the, if anyone has ever seen the, that old Cartoon Network show of the dude who, like, fucking duked out the fucking mech with his car.
Oh, Mega Solar.
Yeah.
Yes.
He basically does the thing where he like, yeah, and then headbutts the fucking console. And you guys see the drill begin to like jerk a little forward as you all kind of like, whoa, and then proceeds to just drill straight down at a really fast speed that pushes you all into your seats.
Steve starts panicking in Abyssal again.
Like,
Push
you
me
can- it might be hard to believe, but I'm holding onto the barrel while I'm in my seat.
So, with you guys finally out of sight, what you guys don't see, those poor bastards. Yeah.
Oh,
As you
I
guys
guess
proceed to
it's
go
time.
further and further down. And so, I'm gonna go ahead and remove these two.
Is it bad that like we're doing this and I have like 300 hours in Deep Rock Galactic?
Oh, really? That game? I've been wanting to play that game so badly. Is it
Dude,
good?
It is so much
Rock and
fun. It is so much fun.
God.
Get it on
It is
PC. I'll
top-rated.
join you.
Oh, heck yeah. I've been wanting to download it, or I've been wanting to buy it. No, next paycheck. Next week.
Yeah. So you guys keep piloting at such a fast rate. You guys are pulled back into your seat. Even Rodney, for all the strength that you have, you might have pushed this thing a little too far. You can see that the sonar is like it's still constantly going out, but the number just keeps going further and further down, explaining how many miles you guys are going at. You can see this thing rocketing at a clean 10 miles every second.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. All right,
So,
first things.
It requires Rodney to make a strength saving throw to resist the pull from the force thrust on you all.
Oh, quick question: is this instant, or do I have a little bit? Or...
You definitely have enough seconds to get angry.
Oh no, that's not what I want to do. Although that'd probably be a good idea. I was gonna bolt stream magic myself, so I can add a D3 to any ability checks I make.
I will allow you to make 2 different actions.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and I didn't think about the rage. Rage is good.
If it's a
I
saving
get-
throw, you get +3.
Is it?
so
Oh,
thanks to-
it's savings throws and checks too.
Because the main
That's
thing is that you have to
crazy.
make a saving throw to resist the pull that the ship is putting on you, and then from there, once you can resist the pull, then you can attempt it again.
Is this some Looney Tunes? I get flung into the wall and I start sinking into the wall?
A
So it's saving
little bit.
throw- It's a saving throw the first time, right?
Yes.
All right, and then just flat, or do I get to do rage?
Due to the immense pull that I mentioned had pulled even yourself down, it is with disadvantage, but your rage cancels that out into a normal roll, correct? Or is it just...
Yeah.
Yeah,
It makes
okay.
it. Yeah. Okay. Oof. Low, but still high. 17.
Rose, how much does he get?
Oh, place it back.
It is a +3 on save, so that's a 20.
You just barely managed to push beyond the pull to be able to get back to the controls, Rodney.
Nice, nice, nice.
At this point,
Okay.
you guys are about, what? If that happens in the course of 6 seconds, you guys are 60 miles below the surface.
All right, that's good. That's good. I like that.
Rodney.
Mhm.
How did you do that?
With gumption and I go faster.
No! Yeah, as you go faster, it's just like a.
Well,
no!
first, all of this was just to, you know,
Get in the control.
yeah, get it back in the troll. You guys are now 120 miles below the surface.
Oh, I yelled to Fish. When are we supposed to stop?
Uh,
How far is
Rock
the
and
Underdark?
stone, brother.
I'd say rock and stone if I was a dwarf, but I'm a fish man right now.
Rock and stone.
I'm not
Is there
even
any
drunk
sort
for
of-
this.
Is there any sort of check we can make to see how
oh my
far
God.
we would need to go?
Oh, okay, I almost said Biwo. He's a friend. I almost said him because I was too busy thinking about Deep Rock for a second. Zeno, how do I stabilize how our thing? What are we trying to find out?
So you have to remember
How far to get to the Underdark?
Rodney is going to make a check right now, which you can
Okay.
always influence.
Okay, I'll help him out with it as best as I can.
Rodney, you may attempt your disadvantage strength check again.
Okay.
If Pheesh is helping, wouldn't that make it normal?
No,
Oh,
because
actually-
I'd imagine Fish's help is being provided via portents. Yes.
I figured
wait.
you could help with
Hold on.
instructions.
Wait. But I get advantage on strength checks
Oh.
as well because I'm raging.
That is correct.
Oh.
You're making this as a
So
normal
it'd be a
check.
flat? Okay,
Yes, a
cool,
flat
cool,
roll.
cool.
Fish, unless he was able to pry himself off of the wall, the only way he can help is with the portents.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
and by the
Yo,
way,
if-
we're on the same day, so I still have my my 13 just in case.
Well, he
Oh.
rolled a 5 right now.
The 13 would be much appreciated right now.
All right, I'm spending my 13.
All right, what does that change to, Rodney?
That makes that a teen, and then because of my Voltering magic, I also get to add a D3 to it. So
D6
that's,
cut in half, so that's 3.
Yeah, so that's 3. So that's gonna be a 21.
All right. You managed to finally get back control of the console to enough so it slows down that everyone's now at a comfortable pace. You all get unglued to your seats.
All right.
Steve would like to telepathically ask Crowdinger, why did we let the barbarian drive?
A grand question. A grand question indeed.
You guys can almost see indents of your bodies on the seats.
Oh yeah.
I like to think a little water, even though it's supposed to stay in, got splished out.
I'm gonna close my eyes and feel, but not
Oh,
really
God.
feel, but feel where we're supposed to go. Almost like a Jedi.
By the way, when I said I was holding my barrel, I wasn't kidding. I'm outside the barrel holding my barrel tight.
That's not the correct map. I'd have to actually get a thing for this right now. But what was your question, Rodney?
Oh, it's not a question. I was just stating I'm kind of feeling where I have to go.
Okay.
I was gonna ask. Oh, sorry.
No, go for it, please.
I was gonna ask, is there any sort of knowledge check we could make about how far an Underdark or underground thing could be?
Underdark can go down for thousands of miles, good sir.
Sadly.
So what you
That's why
guys
you
are
gotta
doing
feel
is enough to get to maybe the upper dark, not the lower dark.
Oh yeah, okay. Upper
This
dark.
drill will be
So
the
How
drill.
far would the
The
upper
Bears
dark
is the
be?
Upper dark.
dark.
If we had to let's even say that they're 900 miles variance. If a thousand miles, and then there's layers of thickness of thick crust to individually separate the layers. Upper dark, mid dark, and lower dark are at least a good. Actually, hold on, I might be underestimating that. I think you actually let me see if I have this calculation right. Pulling up a special little source material called Out of the Abyss.
I feel like Steve knows this because he's, for some reason, had to do taxes in the Underdark once.
All right, here we go.
Alright, Mrs. Lolth.
So at least a good 100. You guys actually, because you broke through 120 miles of just rock, you guys are in the middle dark already.
Oh my god.
At least at the layer that the middle dark would be. But
Right.
you still have not bursted through and have encountered any caverns yet, indicating that there is no underdark settlement or underdark tunnels beneath Bothel.
Wait.
or Bothel.
I just... Are the sensors giving us any information?
It tells you that you are surrounded by rock.
Lovely. Well, Steve's just gonna keep an eye on those while we're drilling.
Let's see.
Actually, you know what? For funsies, Steve's gonna take out a pen and a piece of parchment and start writing. Out of character, he's writing his will because it's funny. In
Alright.
character, you don't know.
So,
Are you also a notary?
right. So what's your next call then? For the drill? Or anyone with suggestions?
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Does anyone know about the Underdark or where Underdark settlements might be?
Is there anything that I can do using clairvoyance to see the Underdark?
You have to like specifically specify what you're trying to use your clairvoyance on, if you recall.
Heck, could I just do a history check instead then? To see if I remember anything about the Underdark?
I'll allow a history check.
Okay. It's easier than trying to figure out what to describe. Hey, that's a 20.
Nice. So, with a 21. You recall that some Underdark settlements are usually closer away from the ocean. So, seeing as how Bolful was a coastal town, you guys went straight down. You need to actually go further out east if you want to even encounter anything that is remotely Underdark.
I'll relay to the team. A lot of Underdark tends to be away from coastal towns, so we probably should head eastward, I suppose. Rather than going straight down, we level out.
Oh yeah, it was one. Oh, actually, yeah, that would make more sense. Why are we going straight down if we need to be somewhere?
Because I'm the
Yeah.
barbarian. We dig.
Hey, Rodney, we need you to dig, but away from the coast.
Alright. I stare at Pheesh. Like, my blood brother should understand what I need now.
I am in so much danger.
Pheesh, my sympathies.
Where do we need to go? Like,
Uh,
point the direction.
we don't have. Wait, we don't have like a
There's-
map, do we?
There has,
I
there
don't
has
we
to be
actually
a
go yet.
compass.
I can't
We're
even.
cur-
Oh my god! I just realized something. I was about to say, can we scry? There's no encounters when we're digging down.
Yeah, but I'm
Honestly,
pretty sure this
is there
console
not a-
has
Is there not a
directions.
compass on the... Like, there's gotta be a compass, right?
There's a compass that tells you like your cardinal directions, and it's up
We're
to you to
currently heading
assume
down.
that you're going up or down.
Yeah. I can't read the console. That's why you're here, Fish. I just pilot the thing.
Oh my god! I'm in the passenger seat with the blind man.
Hey, Pheesh,
Pretty much.
hey, does anyone here want me to write their obituary?
That's a bit too soon. And
Eh,
I'm
it's
not
good to be
allowed to die.
prepared. It's good to be prepared.
So I only remember how to barely use the thing, right?
No, don't you know how to?
No, so you actually memorized the instructions so well, you have advantage on intelligence checks for this machine.
Okay, so we need to go a certain direction, right?
Yeah, we need to go east.
So,
How I go east.
what do I have to do to recount how to like navigate ourselves, and then take us east,
So
or like to turn us a certain direction?
a very simple intelligence check will show you which controls are needed, and then you can just show those to Rodney.
All right.
Whether or not he performs them to the task is up to him.
Oh, anything my blood brother asks for, I can do. Trust.
You don't know
Rodney,
where
you
you don't know
scary.
where I've been. You don't know who I've killed.
Bro, it doesn't matter. I believe in you.
Change it to a 10. That's 7 or 16.
Holy, yeah. So 16. You're like, I think this is the way. Yeah, I know. You're like, yeah, you know, this looks familiar.
I do exactly what he says. Do I also need to roll a strength check?
when you're following what he says, I'm gonna say no, but I'm gonna ask you one of two things. First off, in which direction would you like to put this lever, forward or backward? And then how far up do you want to crank this clearly like level indicator going from green to red?
I really want to put. Hey, Sheriff Pheesh. Seeing that he's slightly worried, I'll push it to close to red, but not at red.
Rodney,
I'll
hit the
stay at
brakes.
green. I'll stay at the green, and then it will be. You said up or down?
Yes.
All right. It will be evens will be down.
I'll be
No,
right back.
evens will be
Alright.
up,
Alright.
and then odds will be down.
Okay.
So we're pushing it up.
Okay. You push it. You see that the drill is spiraling forward. You guys do manage to go directly east. And with the speed it is, maybe you guys, like, it's kind of like you guys know how there's a difference between being in a comfortable speed, a speed that you can feel the tension in, and a speed where, like, you're pulled back. Rodney has set it to the speed in which you can feel the tension, but you can still move around.
Oh yeah. That's because my blood brother's in here. I mean,
Exactly.
Can't have him going all over the place.
Exactly.
Rodney, you're terrifying. And I mean that in the best way possible.
Oh yeah. You're lucky I'm on
Not
your
even
side.
the nicest.
So how long do we go? How long should we go? Are there any beeps, swoops, and creeps up in here?
So,
Like in this cabin?
Steve will look
this
up
speed,
at-
if, let's say, for example, the comfortable speed, by the way, is, let's see, 2.5 miles every 10 seconds.
Okay.
Moderate speed is 5, and heavy speed is 10. There is also, like, Barbarian Brain tells you that there's a secret speed beyond red, but that's up to you to find out at a different point.
That's ludicrous speed. I already know about it.
It's ludicrous speed.
Listen,
No,
I don't
no,
want to
it's
go
Rodney.
plaid down in the earth.
No, Akin, it's Rodney speed.
It's Rodney speed, yep.
They gone plaid.
They've gone plaid. I can't like that.
I
Um,
love
Plaid is
Spaceballs so
useful.
much.
So, do we have any, like... Is there bingings? What's this console look like? What am I staring at? Other than just a bunch of random flashing, I'm assuming.
Out of curiosity, have you seen that animation of the one, like, astronaut dude who's, like, in a console and it looks like he's performing, like, a Dance Dance Revolution thing? Yeah, that's you.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I thought you were gonna say like a toddler like doorknobs and like buttons like panel.
So, I'm gonna have to dip for a little bit longer than I thought. I completely spaced going over to pick up a side hustle for like the next 2 weeks.
Alright, right.
So I'll be gone for like 20 minutes or so
That's fine.
ish. It might be longer. I don't know. It depends on how long they talk, but it shouldn't be that long.
Alright. We will see you when you come back, okay?
I will
See
be
you
back
when
as
you-
soon as possible. Cross
Okay.
my heart.
Okay.
Scouts on. Yeah. Alright. Bye.
And so,
I'm not even sure the Reborn has a heart.
right. Let me set this. Where the fuck is... Oh, there it is. Okay, so... You guys managed to keep going at a speed. Taking a look at the indicator, it beeps every, we'll say like, every second. You guys always have a boom, 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 boom. And you guys see this constant fluctuating of sound waves being sent through the rock. And anytime, you know, like a sonar, but rather than a rotating sonar, it's an echoing sonar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom. At this point, you guys have gone through about, let's say, 50 miles with, and you now start seeing some blips pop up. But you guys, at the speed in which you're going and the direction in which you're going, you're gonna shoot past them. Boom.
Is it a
boom,
creature or a?
boom.
or
It looks like tiny blips. The vehicle will always use itself as a reference, and some of these blips show like things that are smaller than the vehicle itself.
Got it.
So nothing that really indicates like, oh, it's a cavern to go to.
Yeah. Makes sense. We're going by little things.
Boom, boom, boom. At this point, 100 miles has gone through. Now you're actually starting to see what look like the indications of some Underdark creatures that are existing in the Underdark. Boom,
Oh.
boom, boom.
Are they in the rock or are they
Boom, boom, boom,
Just
boom,
keep drilling.
boom.
Wait, what was that? Oh,
You guys see on the radar. You're passing by it, but it's a very, very large. Like the thing is designed to ignore stone because that's obviously what you guys are drilling through. But whatever that thing is, it's huge.
Interesting.
That
what?
can't be good.
What was
Oh.
that?
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh,
it's okay.
actually, hold on, let me pull this up.
Not even the problem.
I'm gonna
We're
show up
fine.
what I'm gonna show up a silhouette of what it looks like because this would be like how it look on the sonar.
I'm scared.
Actually, wait, if it's a sonar, doesn't that mean like the blips are happening when like the sound waves come back?
Yes.
Yes, but
Like,
because there's
wait.
so many that are happening at once, it's always like at this point it's like just kind of like, oh, okay, we're getting feedback almost always.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let me pull up the way this looks. So if this is the sonar,
I am terrified.
and that's your vehicle,
Okay. I appreciate the color as well.
I agree. Oh god. It's a tentacle monster!
Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's Sonar the Hedgehog!
there we go.
So I think we can all safely agree we are not touching that, right?
Yes.
There we go. That is what it looks like.
That's an interesting look.
I like that.
Yeah.
That was
So
cool.
So that's what's popping
I'm
up on the sonar.
terrified.
You guys can head towards it if you want.
We don't want to head towards it, guys?
No.
Absolutely not!
No.
Ooh, not like questioning. It
I'm
makes me
pretty sure
question
this thing
it.
is put together with spit and duct tape. I don't want to fight anything in this thing.
Nah, I could tell. I rubbed the console. Yeah, this is.
Yeah, I read the pamphlet.
This is good.
Yeah, this is a really nice console. You pet the
Yeah.
console.
It's a good console.
Rodney, I will buy you as much alcohol as you want if we don't go towards that thing.
I don't drink as much as you would think.
Crap.
Crowdinger, what's
But
your thoughts on that
I
shape? On that
respect
shape?
I say fucking gung ho, man.
Gung
I'm
ho!
to it!
Gung ho, man!
Oh,
Gung ho, man!
Crowdinger says yes!
Gung ho, motherfuckers. Gung ho.
Rodney, do you turn the console toward? Do you turn the machine towards it?
Oh yeah, I'll try my best.
Oh my god, no.
Rodney, please.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
I
let's
want
do
to
it.
live, Rodney!
We live. We live as men. And Naulei.
Thank
Who's
you.
also mad.
And not.
We are progressive.
Yeah, we are
So,
progressive.
Pheesh, about that obituary.
No, too soon. Too soon. Not yet.
And so,
We'll get there.
when you guys dawn closer, the sound waves pick it up, and you guys get so close. You notice that the signal is now starting to showcase what looks like a very thin wall. Whatever this is taking up a whole cavern. And when you break into that cavern, and like the cavern wall breaks through, you all hear. Side note: Did you stop the machine in time to like not actually make contact with that thing, or no?
Well, like, if so, it's like, yeah, no, I don't.
Or-
I don't hit it.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's rude.
Okay. So, when you guys come to, and you are you are able to leave the vehicle to take a better look at this, because the sonar will only give you like a vague silhouette of it.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
What's up, chuckleheads?
What's up, Chuckle
I-
Nuts?
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. My
I'm pulling
my
up.
brain is so
Wait, fast,
programmed to
chuckle nut.
TF2.
I'm
Oh,
pulling up the
we need to
information.
play some TFT2 together at some point.
I want to save up tickets to do a tour duty. You want to do that instead?
I have no idea what that is.
MVM.
I haven't played TF2 in a while, bear in mind.
I don't worry. We'll talk about this
Alright.
later though.
So here we go. This is... I can't like get like a proper like sleeping image of this thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and try my best to depict it via art.
Is
Interesting.
SpongeBob gonna lick it?
No,
I mean, you already saw the Pringles, man.
that's because it was the Pringles man. Why would you lick a
Can like
some giant monster?
You don't know what SpongeBob is interested in.
You're right, and I don't want to.
It's a Trask.
the
Out
what?
of curiosity.
Wait, is this a Trask? Wait, I'm
It was
now
a
terrified.
no.
Oh, okay.
Oh god. I think
I
that's a
actually don't know what
Oh,
it is.
It has
wait,
teeth.
no, it's not a Hang on, I can't be. No.
Wait, is this
hold
something
up.
from Monster Hunter?
I
Looks
don't
like a
think I'm right.
It looks like a death claw.
Does look like a Deathclaw.
You
Out
guys
of
see these
curiosity,
and I see a dog.
I'm
Like, I don't
pretty sure
see-
we're all still in our party wear.
Now I see a seal.
Is that supposed to be fur?
No, it's just a sketch.
I was just wondering if it was or
Oh,
not.
it has hooves.
Ooh, I
Is this the
like
goat man?
that move, animal.
It's sleeping.
It's asleep.
It's sleepy.
I'm pretty sure this is a Tarrasque.
I think it's a Tarrasque. I don't want to say it is, but if it is, I'm going to be real scared real quick.
Oh, I thought you would have gone gun-ho on it.
don't know.
Don't say that out loud, because if you
I'm
call
not.
me out on this, I'm...
All right, so
Ooh, it's so
I'm duty bound.
big. That's what she said. Sorry. It looks like a dog.
God dang it, Naulei.
He looks like a dog.
That's the drill, isn't it?
I
Yes,
am
it
both proud of you
It
and
looks like a dog.
God.
so
All right. What is it?
anyone may make a history or religion check on this.
History or
History or religion? Wow.
Oh, I'm not smart
zero.
enough to know what this is. Damn. Okay.
I'm
I'm
at
just
22.
All
I
right.
got
Oh wait, no, that
I mean, I agree
Alright.
with Eldritch Mommy, that's adorable, but I also don't
Alright.
want to get murdered.
No, it looks so cute.
Wait, do I
Like,
even
Zeno,
have
why did you
religion
make it so
proficiency?
cute looking?
We could tame it.
You
Oh.
might actually no.
I don't have a religion proficiency.
never mind.
Can I change this to a 7? That's a 13.
Is anyone wanting to provide advantage to either person to get a better check on this thing or no?
I already rolled.
I would if I could.
You can. You can provide a help to Pheesh.
Alright, yeah, I don't mind helping Fish.
Pheesh,
He's
roll
my
one more time,
co-pilot
keep the
anyway.
Keep the higher.
He's
that
your
you
blood
roll.
brother, Rodney.
Yeah, he's my blood brother. It only makes sense.
Yeah,
I have,
Pheesh, roll one more time. Keep the higher that you rolls.
Because I have a 13.
Yeah.
Actually, what stat boosts your history rolls?
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
Oh, so
Intelligence
wait.
and religion are both intelligence.
So wait, why do I have an 11 arcane?
Because are you proficient in it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised.
So...
Oh, actually, hold on. Arcana would also make sense for this. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Oh wait, I'm allowed.
Yeah,
to
roll
redo
roll
my
an roll an Arcana check with advantage, because
Wait,
that's
do I get
actually.
back-
Yeah.
Wait, do
you-
I get back my 7?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
With advantage, so roll twice, keep the higher the two results.
Yeah, okay. I just need to write down my 7 just in case. Do I roll again?
Yes, I do need a second roll.
Okay. Uh, 23.
23 and 22.
Pheesh, you don't succeed.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
You are able to, however, though, glean. You and Steve glean special information on this, though, without direct giving a name. There is rumors of a creature who is a representation of the very term gluttony. A creature that is supposed to sleep and stay dormant for a long, long time. No one knows what awakens this creature when it comes through, and no one knows, and you don't recall its name, but there are indications that should this creature awake, it potentially leads to the end times.
Ooh.
And it's a shame that you don't know. It's like it's almost on the tip of your tongue, especially because there's always only one in existence.
Rodney?
Wait, hold on.
So you're
Is this
telling me
related to the demon lord that we met?
Nope.
no?
Oh,
So-
so this is just a giant monster that's just catastrophic.
Hmm.
Yeah, can we turn around?
Rodney? Please turn us around.
I don't want to see this thing awake.
If this thing wakes up, everyone suffers. And we don't want that, do we?
Listen, we already have to deal with a possible Armageddon. I don't want 2 on my list.
That sounds reasonable. I will turn around.
Rodney,
Although there's
you're
a part
beautiful.
of me inside of me that's saying this is the only one of its kind, which means if I beat it, I've beaten the only one of its kind.
I don't think that's the
also-
I don't think that's the problem here.
Here, I found an image to help represent this.
That's scary.
And once again, to give you guys an idea, what this is the whole.
Oh.
That's the size difference.
What game is this from?
It's not from a game. This is from Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
I'm-
It is
this is
trash.
lore.
This is okay. Does anyone have a way to help bolster Fish's thing just a little bit further?
Kind of.
Does anyone have inspiration?
Oh.
Oh, that's
I
right.
have-
Chat gives an inspiration. I will give a full description of this.
I
Damn,
do
that's a
have
hu-
bolstering
Oh,
inspiration.
there it is. Skittle.
Eldritch Mommy, you're the best.
So, the legendary Tarask is possibly the most dreaded creature on the material plane. It is widely believed that only one of these creatures exists, though no one can predict where and when it will strike. A scaly biped Tarask is immensely large, that weighs several hundreds of tons. It carries itself like a bird of prey, leaning forward and using its powerful lashing tail for balance. Its cavernous maw yawns wide enough to swallow all but the largest creatures, and so
You
great is
said
its
nog.
hunger that it can devour the populations of whole towns. Truly a representation of the very sin of gluttony. And it is sleeping right here.
I feel like this is foreshadowing.
Yeah, I don't want to wake that thing up.
Especially because there's another thing about this. The inspiration will also give this. Do you guys remember how creatures who were given talents?
Yes.
This thing has talents, doesn't it?
The Tarask
Yes.
does. It is also said that the Tarask of this world, more on top of its already enormously, like its endless hunger, it is also said that it can breathe a disintegration breath.
Wow. Oh, that's powerful.
Something so immensely terrifying. It is a 240-foot long wide line, 15 feet wide, of just annihilating breath.
Wow.
Gronk, you think you can beat me? No, but he can. And that thing just like flies up from the horizon.
Fish, I need you to memorize this location and memorize that face in case we ever need to look at where this thing is.
I like put my hands on my head. Yep. All right.
I need
Hey,
y'all.
if
You
you
guys-
if you
Seeing
ever
the
watch Adventure
grass.
Time, you'll get it.
You guys
Oh,
all.
the vault.
You guys all. Just as
Yeah.
you're hearing this, a sudden crack echoes throughout this cavern and pierces your ears. You guys look
Getting it.
around and
Getting
see
it, bro.
the crack that you guys, the hole in the cavern you created is starting to ride up the cavern.
In the drill.
Oh.
Quick
Ooh.
question: would mending work on a crack?
This is a
Real quick?
cavern.
Real quick.
It would work on a small 5-foot area of it, but you can see the crack is already riding higher and higher and higher. And
That
then
crack is riding.
you see that some of the rocks in the crack land on the creature itself,
Rodney,
You
turn us back. Turn us back.
actual bitch.
and
Oh,
then
I'm turning. I'm
hold,
going.
no, hold on,
We're going.
hold
I'm
on.
going. It's going.
You have to chill. Remember, all of this happens as you guys were having a conversation outside of the vehicle. So this is going to be happening as you guys were running to it, I'm assuming. You guys
Yes.
feel like this creature shifting around, like it's attempting to wake up. And then as its horrifying maw opens up and you just stare into the void that is its mouth. And it repositions itself in its sleep.
Okay. In the drill.
We're leaving. Let's go. Let's go.
Like a tour guide, and we're walking. What?
And we're moving
We're
forward.
walking away.
And so, you guys have encountered. You guys have actually encountered one of the sins, but it is not. It is not time for it to be awakened yet.
I'm sorry. I'm just imagining when it does awaken, the Pillar Man theme starts playing.
Right. I'll be right back. I'm saying bye, skills.
I feel bad for the party that has to awaken this. Or who's going to awaken this, because I'm assuming it's a party that's gonna accidentally awaken this.
Wait, look in D&D images. The party that has to deal with this.
This is fine. I'm okay with the I forgot what the whole thing is, and it's also voiced by Master Shake. This is fine. I'm okay
is
with
fine.
the circumstances happening around me. I don't know how to do Master Shake's voice. That God,
I don't know who you're
I'd
talking
love to
about.
meet the man who either voices Master Shake or find someone who can impersonate him, because that voice is amazing. I don't know if any of you guys watch Aqua Team Hunger Force.
Master
I've
Shake is
put-
the name of the shake?
Yeah, his name is Master Shake.
Is it really? I thought it was just milkshake.
Well, people shorten it to Shake, but his whole name is Master Shake. They're supposed to be like a fighting force, you know, with Meatwad and Frylock.
I've always wanted to make a warlock named Frylock.
I'm back.
Frylock.
So yes,
His dreads are just fries.
I have returned. You guys have successfully moved away from this thing,
Yay!
and you continue on your journey.
Oh God.
Hi ho, let's get away from the shit and go.
God, there's so many pretty like. Trask always has like some of the greatest fan art. It's in case anyone's wondering, it is also like a creature that even outside it, like that, even though it's not a deity, it is actually on par with like Tiamat's strength, which is the god of all dragons.
Yeah,
Wait a
it's a
minute.
pretty
Well,
high
what happens
tier
if they were
creature.
odd?
Yeah, it is
We'd
the
probably
highest
die.
tier. It is the highest tier creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is one of the very few CR30 creatures that exist in the game.
I'll never understand how there are these massive monsters who aren't really meant to be fought, but like they're just there for lore reasons.
Well,
Well-
they can be fought. It just takes a lot of
Wow.
gumption and a lot of prep. Like, these are creatures that, like, you can't just willy-nilly fight. Like, we couldn't willy-nilly fight this creature, even if it was a normal Tarask. Like, we really
Yeah.
could not. of Del.
We're not made to fight this thing.
If anything, another pretty scary indication about this thing. So a lot of you guys are spellcasters of some sort of nature, or have some magical ability. The Trask is just straight up immune to anytime the Trask is targeted by a magic missile spell, a line spell, or a spell that requires a range attack roll. Roll a d6. On a 1 through 5, the Trask is just straight up unaffected. On a 6th, not only is the Trask unaffected, but the spell reflects back at the caster.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this isn't even. Wait. So
It's immune to, like, regardless of the level of the spell. What matters if it's an attack roll spell, a line spell, or a magic missile. Regardless of the level, the Trask is immune to those.
Yeah.
Ah,
You could
But
still
he actually
fireball
hit
it,
the
because fireball doesn't target it.
Yeah, but the Trask is also immune to fire.
Yeah. So.
How do you fight this thing?
With gumption and know-how.
I hope we don't ever have to deal with this. I want this to be someone else's problem.
I just don't know how.
This is literally my first campaign, and I'm learning a lot about the many things that can kill me, and I don't want to see any of them, which is probably not the point of D&D.
it's okay. I literally think I'm not gonna die like every day. So, good mindset to have.
That was weird.
involves spikes
Skittles showed me
and
that there was just a loaf of bread on my car. Just a random loaf of bread.
On your car.
Yeah, just on my car.
Tastes good?
I don't know. I'm not gonna eat some random loaf of bread that's on my car. We just noted that, we moved it.
Gave it to you.
Hey, if you won't, I will.
That's just bread.
Hand me the bread now.
No, it's bread from the server. He's visiting.
Yeah, right.
Oh, hey, bread face reveal.
It's always just a lot of bread.
And so, let's go ahead and you guys continue through. Going through, you guys actually see that at the comfortable rate, you guys could probably actually do some downtime activity. It's gonna be a while before this thing actually encounters anything else that is representing like an Underdark location. So yeah, this is a good time to indicate any downtime activities you guys want to do. The drill doesn't need to like, it's not like a car where you need like a steady hold to maintain its positioning. It will always just go in the direction once turned on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you guys have an hour of downtime activity to bring.
Alright,
Actually,
so
wait,
let's contemplate-
Are we even able to, like, sleep in this thing?
Yes, 100%. It's just not that comfortable.
I know, it's just, you know, on the off chance we like, take a long rest, or if we even have any idea of what time is down here.
Mhm.
I'm just
Steve would like to
curious.
contemplate his life choices.
No, I have portents to maintain.
That's fine.
It's of great importance.
Why am I not allowed to sleep and also recharge my best ability?
We only have an hour of downtime, which is unfortunate. But do you have the spell Cat Snap?
What is that?
Cat nap.
Cat Snap. I don't know if it lets you take a short rest or a long rest, but it lets you do one of those rests in 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good.
It is a really good spell for that. For long treks where you guys maybe don't have the time to do a full 8 hours long rest, it allows people to benefit from it in the span of 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Why
I just
didn't
don't
anyone
recall it.
tell me?
I don't recall if it's long or short, because I think it might be short rest, but that's still pretty good for like gaining health or like for fighters who have like short rest stuff.
The spell is called Catnap. It's a 3rd level enchantment spell.
Oh wait, it's an enchantment.
It means you can still have access to it as long as wizards can have access to it overall. Which
Yeah, it
yes,
says artificers, bards, sorcerers, and wizards can access it.
What level spell is
Third.
that?
third level
Great.
spell, and it says right here, you make a calming gesture and up to 3 willing creatures of your choice fall unconscious for the spell's duration of 10 minutes. If the target remains unconscious for the full duration, they gain the benefit of a short rest and can't be affected by the spell again until it finishes a long rest.
Oh, okay.
That
I
means
guess
Naulei could learn
there's
it too,
another
'cause
spell
she's a
like
sorcerer.
I guess there's another spell I can get if we ever get a level up.
Yeah.
Can't
We're kind
wizards
of...
change the spells?
No, I can change my portents.
Yes. Also, side note, I do love what Skittles points out. Did you guys know that spikes in nature are developed to drive away predators? Why does the Tarrasque have spikes?
I said gods, maybe.
Ha. Ha. Other Tarrasques.
Actually, why are all mass-destroying creatures, like, built to look like apex predators when there's nothing that can combat them? I'll never understand that about, like, design. Because, like, oh, hey, giant monster, it looks cool.
You also have to
Too bad
remember,
no
like,
one's gonna fight it.
you also have to remember, there's always, like, defensively, like, it could also be the very environment that they grew up in. That is why their, like, body is built a certain way. If not that, then it's very much like intimidation factors are a thing. Some creatures needed to develop to become intimidating, or like for example, like it's actually a regardless, it's still in the terms of defense mechanism. But you guys know how, like, there's some insects who develop defense mechanisms to seem scary to predators.
Yeah.
Like, aren't caterpillars colored a certain way to look poisonous?
Yes.
But that still begs the question: why would it develop that?
Yeah.
Because
If it's
birds.
Because birds.
I meant because it's at the top.
But why
I
would
love
the
that.
Tarrasque have defensive stuff?
It
This
was
is always
built
fun.
different.
Because bird.
Because bird. Oh yeah, just bird himself.
There
Oh,
was a
yeah,
mean
Rob-
bird. It said "fuck you," and then it's like your mom sucked me good and hard through my jorts.
And so
The Tarrasque had a doorknob once.
at this point,
Crowdinger, did you steal from the Tarrasque?
Perhaps.
That's how he started his doorknob addiction. He
We
stole
shall
from the
not
Tarrasque.
say.
Wait, it had a door?
It had a door once.
No,
Wait,
like
Steve's-
the idea that something so big needs a
Alright.
door.
so you end up going for nearly 20,000 miles within the span of an hour. And at this point, you know, maybe it's had blips here and there, some indications of small caverns, but nothing that was like that led to anything within the radar. Until finally, you guys see a massive cavern that is approaching, and the drill is heading straight towards it.
Oh yeah.
Woo, boy.
Whatever this cavern is, it's so, like, think of it like kind of like on the radar, it kind of just straight up looks like a wall that's approaching. And, like, there's no indication of how big this cavern is. It's that large.
It's bigger than the radar can perceive.
Yes.
Okay.
So wait, are we coming into this from the side, or are we going straight down into it? Are we about to, like,
Side.
drop into fucking
Side.
nothing?
Yeah, from the side.
I was gonna ask, does this look like based on the radar, does it look like more of a natural wall or a artificial wall?
Definitely natural.
Okay.
By the way, are we digging into its like
Side.
its own wall, or no, not its wall?
Yeah, you guys
Its own like dome area where it's like docile, or what?
You don't know.
We don't know.
We're about to
Oh,
find out.
because like
Point of drilling.
it'd be weird if it was like we felt it in the radar and yet we like just sat in here with like a monster buried.
Oh yeah, no, but you have to also remember, like, at this point, since the Tarrasque thing, you guys have been, like, for an hour. With the amount of time and the rate at which you drilled through, that is about 18,000 miles.
Interesting.
Do, 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 do,
Yes,
do,
you guys have
do, do, do.
some time to go through all this. Pulling up.
I'm
more-
gonna pull the drill to a nice smooth stop.
Me and the
Okay.
boys at the Tarrasque cave.
I'm gonna start slowing down.
And
Me
so
and the boys hitting a fat lick on the Tarrasque.
slowing down further and further. Are you trying to make it so when you approach it, the drill would like have just barely pierced through the wall, or enough that you guys
Yeah,
like have just
kind of
parted?
like barely pierces out.
All right. Slowing down. The drill has just now barely cracked through the wall.
Alright, cool. Thank you for choosing my drill riding experience. Please wait until the drill comes to a full and complete stop. in order to get out of the drill.
You know that video where like the monkey is like furiously pulling at the door so that he can get out? Just start doing that out of like sheer panic.
Steve just says, "I give this ride 5 stars."
All right, and then I'll go ahead and we'll get out to where the doors are at. Oh, is there any way I could see like are we in midair, or like are we level with the cavern?
You don't know.
There's no way we can like slowly inch the car forward.
You want to try that?
Yeah.
Setting it at such a speed requires an actual like check for this, because the speed of this thing is designed not for like such slow, delicate.
Intricacies.
Yeah, please.
Can I seduce the drill?
With Rodney currently at the helm seat, it would be a Rodney check.
Oh,
Let's see. And since my rage technically doesn't end until I want it to.
It only lasts a minute though.
It does? I thought because of my new feature that my rage doesn't end until I want it to.
As a bonus action, enter a rage for up to 1 minute for 10 rounds. And with the new ability, your rage only ends early, only if you end it. So it still lasts only for a minute, but it only ends early.
Clever. You read.
Yes.
I like that.
Right.
So yeah.
yeah. He
Right.
said you read.
So
That's fine. We'll do it negative. Alright, 16.
you managed to inch it in. You can feel like there's a little bit of a dip as you go further and further in. That dip starts increasing, but like it slowly starts to level itself out because clearly the drill like is now pushing up against some sort of ground. So you guys are technically coming at it from above the actual level, the floor level, but you guys are just maybe like a foot or two off of the floor level.
Okay, cool. Yeah, alright, I didn't not drill the rest of the way out, but I'm pretty sure the drill's out of the hole by now.
Yeah.
So use the treads to just drive the rest of the way.
Yep. The sonar is now picking up new types of things, with no longer having to indicate because of the ground. It's picking up all types of strange images on the map, grooves, hills, mounds, arches within this underdark cavern.
I see.
Would you like to get up?
Oh yeah.
Hey guys, I just thought of something.
Mhm.
I have a question. Did we just leave a expressway exit for a Tarrasque to the surface?
I mean, to be fair, it's gonna get out whether it has that way or not eventually.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I know, but we just gave it the
No,
fast
I don't think you
No,
understand.
'cause-
The Tarrasque, funny enough, despite its large size, it never actually digs tunnels. It just it does what Earth Elementals do, where it like glides through the rock.
What the fuck?
It can go through rock?
It's
But-
kind of like an earthbender.
It explains very explicitly in previous generations as well as in the lore of the Tarrasque. When the Tarrasque appears and reappears, you can't tell where it's gone. So there's no like hole that it leaves behind. It just kind of like melds into the rock.
Wow.
It's
What
like
the
that
fuck?
sponge
That
thing. we
bitch a
found.
rock lobster.
And so, Rodney, there you are.
That little man right there is Rodney.
Oh, Rodney, you standing there.
Wow.
He really
It's
do
great,
this
guys.
thing.
Let's roll.
Steve just sighs and gets out.
So, we're looking for a spore, right? There seems to be a lot of fungi here. I start immediately shaking so fucking mushroom.
Steve is staying as far away from Rodney as possible as he does that.
Well, guys,
Yeah. So,
Yeah?
Alright. So, hold on. I'm gonna turn
Just
to
about to
Rose.
tell us we all die?
Oh wait, Rose is not here. I forgot. Crap.
Yeah, we need Bros, sort of, because he's the only person who's, or she's the only person who's seen the vision.
Yeah, crap.
Almost as they say.
Oh, what are you talking about, Rod?
Exactly
You
well.
don't need no stinking guide.
That's true.
Yeah.
We got
We're
guts
here ourselves.
and fighting spirit. I pick a
I'm gonna-
direction. Let's see. A north, south, east, or west. Let's see.
I'm gonna quietly say to
If you
Pheesh,
recall,
how is
west
he
west
still
leads into a
alive?
wall.
Yeah, you're right. West would lead into a wall.
I'm gonna
What
whisper to
what
Pheesh
is the thing we're looking for? It's a spore from a.
from a
It's a-
Loxodon.
It's a unique spore
Loxodon.
that you'll find like kind of like a nomadic Loxodon tribe,
I don't even know what a loxodon looks like.
elephant
An
people.
elephant.
Elephant person.
Wait, we
Oh,
have
A
elephant
thank you.
nomadic
people here?
elephant wants.
Got it. So we gotta think like elephants then. All right.
Okay.
I don't
Alright.
think that's
I
how it
don't think
works.
that's how it
No, I
works.
think that's
So-
how it works. I think exactly that's how it works.
So
How do you think like an elephant? They're
in
afraid of
this
mice.
place,
Got it.
To be fair,
in this
the elephant
place,
You just
people.
have to pretend you're an elephant.
Guys, stop talking
where
over each other.
would an elephant like to be?
Okay, so I'm here. Hear me out. I'm thinking it's got a trunk, so
Mhm.
therefore it has high reach.
Ah, okay, I see. Ah,
Maybe
so we
it's high up.
I like that.
Thank
We should explore up there on those mushroom tops.
Yes,
We just-
I agree.
Are we just gonna leave the drill here, or
It's experimental.
It doesn't go up when there isn't any dirt, so no.
I mean,
Um,
I guess then, but
can we put
okay.
the lock on it? Is there a lock on it?
There's a lock.
Does it have keys?
Does it have keys?
It does like the little car.
Yeah, no, there's a lock on it. You definitely see that there's clearly like some sort of like pad indicator, in order to enter it.
Do we even know the password?
You read the manual.
Is there anyone here who would want?
Yeah, but locks aren't included.
So Pheesh,
Was it?
inside of the manual, you haven't had the time to until now. You can set a password on it.
Oh,
The code must be at 6 digits exactly.
69
1 1 1
Two.
1 1.
That's a two.
Passcode indicated. It's 111111.
Why would it say it out loud?
I know, right?
Yeah, everyone can hear now.
Oh, okay. Hopefully no one heard that.
If you even know where I got that, I'm so proud of you.
So
Oh.
you guys continue on forward.
Yeah.
Go ahead and when you guys make your way to the things that scale upward, you definitely see that due to the shape of it, it's definitely going to be a difficult climb. I need athletics checks from everyone.
I am not equipped for this.
No,
Can I help
I am
someone?
debating whether or not I want to do this, or if I
Wait,
just
why do
want to turn into a fucking ghost and float up there, because I can actually do that.
Why do I have proficiency in athletics? Oh wait, is it because I'm a not a merfolk? Oh, Catholic.
Cause you strong.
I'm not. I have negative strength.
No, you strong.
You're strong.
You
What do you
took
think
it
yourself?
just in case you had to do an athletics check, so you didn't have a minus.
That's
I
the
have
one of the perks of
13.
being Locathis. Locathis have like a lot of benefits to being themselves, but with the water dependency, it's like cancelled out.
17.
Crowdinger, just the troglodyte.
I'm
fucking
seeing.
cousins of.
I see 3 athletics checks. I'm waiting for Naulei and for Crowdinger. Tell me what they're gonna do.
Okay. I have an athletics check, but I also have levitate. Oh, I also have levitate.
There you
If
go.
I
So
can
you're
do
you're
that.
like you begin the climb, but you kind of fall on your butt, and you're like, wait, what am I doing?
For sure. I'm like,
Wait,
this isn't
do I-
for me.
Do I have level?
I'm gonna.
No, I have water
gonna-
breathing.
Do you have
Yeah,
fly?
no, I am going to use. I think it's. I forget the name of the talent. It's a thing for the the rogue that I am.
Class
Allows me to
features.
turn into a ghost, and I gain a flying speed, which I will use to float way up there.
Tokens of the Departed. Reliable Town. Ghost Walk. As a bonus action, you can assume a spectral form in which you have a flying speed of 10 feet, can hover, and have an attack have disadvantage. Yep. This lasts for 10 minutes. So you guys just see Crowdinger just kind of like walking through the air.
Sick!
Cruising on down Main Street, we're relaxing, feeling good.
And so, with your throughout your different efforts, physical, magical, or ghostly otherwise, you guys managed to make your way to the top. We're here. You can see a fungal forest just ahead of you guys. This fungal forest has kind of like these huge holes that indicate drops into the like immensely large underdark lake that is beneath it. And clearly, the water vapor from the underdark lake caused the moss to grow, like not only under this, but like when it makes it up to the surface and drips back down. This is like one of the most moist caves you guys have ever been in.
Ah, yes, I
Lovely.
do so love me a moist cave.
On top of this, due to just the innate heat that a cave like this would bring, it is a very humid cave.
Oh,
Oh,
excellent.
It kind of feels like the best way for me to describe this is like an underdark rainforest, but all plant life is replaced with fungi or mushrooms of some kind.
Can I
It's like in-
take
wait,
some like smaller mushrooms and stuff that look like they may be useful in alchemical purposes?
Make me a nature check first. Is it also tight?
Xeno?
What's up, Pheesh?
So if
Nature.
I need water to live and it's a humid climate, does that count?
This does not count because this is not like being submerged in water like your race requires.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it definitely feels nice to you because it's a wet environment, but not like livable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least I have Stoney's ring.
I don't know why, but I just have to roll a d20 for this. It's not letting me press just a button for the skill itself. So that is a 14 in total.
14? Okay. You think you're like, okay, I think I know what some of these do. Some of them just look like they're pretty cool mushrooms, and you just start picking.
Yeah, are we allowed to make like nature checks to see if we like recognize any of the mushrooms?
Can I make a perception check to get bearings on my surroundings?
Yes,
If
you
there's
can.
anything afoot?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I'm a fucking dumbass, so it doesn't even fucking matter.
I got 15.
You take a look around, Steve, and some of these mushroom trees go immensely high. Like I'm talking like once again, taking a look at this perspective image. If this right here is supposed to be, if that there is supposed to be like a medium-sized human, you can just imagine the size of like the base of that huge mushroom over here.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's more
pretty
like it. So.
Now, I want to ask something specific in regards to my role. Do I see any movement besides us?
You do see some movement. Some of the fungi here switch back and forth, probably due to some like innate natural ability of them, though nothing that indicates life or sentient life.
All right. Steve's gonna tread with caution.
I'm gonna like sniff the ground for tracks.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Please make me a
that's
Constitution saving throw.
right.
Constitution?
Yeah.
Got
We're
it.
surrounded by fungus, remember?
Oh God,
All right,
okay,
Rodney.
I'm-
You succeed. You're definitely. The ground smells a little funny, guys. But what is it you're sniffing for exactly again?
I'm looking around for tracks, any form of little elephant tracks or elephant dung.
Nothing that can be indicated.
Okay.
Remember, these are elephant people.
I'm currently not distinguishing the difference.
Steve's gonna walk over and like tap you on the shoulder.
Yes.
We're looking for people.
You
I
know,
thought they were elephants.
Can
They're
I float
elephant
up?
People. Okay,
Okay.
so you know. Oh, sorry. What? Crowdinger?
Can I float up a little bit up into the air to like try and get a better view of this?
That'll be more than
Like,
fine.
even
Here,
farther?
let me go ahead and prep the description while I quickly get something.
Sure.
While that happens, back to Rodney.
Mhm.
So you know how Crowdinger right there is Birdman?
Yes, he's Manbird. Yes, I understand that.
It's like that, but imagine an elephant.
Oh.
And it's kind of
Okay.
like how Pheesh is a fish man.
Yes. Okay, like you and me, we're people. Fish
Hmm.
is a people with a fish.
Yes, like that. This is people with an elephant.
Oh. Okay.
Have you ever seen an elephant?
You go ahead and Crowdinger, when you go up, you can see off in the distance, it looks like this cavern still goes on for miles and miles and miles, and it's just a fungal grove. Though at the height that you get to, where you can see more stuff, it looks just kind of like mounds and mounds and mounds of mushroom tops.
Jesus. Okay. There's nothing like distinct or
Maybe one of the mushroom tops is exceptionally larger than the rest. So that's probably your best indicator.
Oh, hey, quick question. Am I still poisoned?
Yes.
What were you poisoned from?
Hangover.
Alcohol.
Oh.
Oh, wait, weren't you Greater Restoration? No, wait.
No.
Never mind. Yeah, so you're still feeling the effects of your hangover.
Okay, so I'm still under the poison condition. Got it.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so we are there. There doesn't look to be any look like there's any civilization around here, does there?
Mm-mm.
Are we at like a lake? Because you mentioned a lake earlier. So is there
Yeah.
like?
So it's one of those things where you guys climbed up to. As I mentioned, there are holes because there is a lake beneath, and the water from the lake rises up. It gets to the top of the cavern, but also it, like anything from underneath the rocky settlement that you guys are on top of gets covered in moss from the water and the rock mixing together. And the water that does make it through the holes and makes it back to the top of the surface, like eventually drips back down and provides nutrients for the fungi itself on top of the settlement.
That's really cool.
Now, this is gonna sound like a dumb question, but is this just plain water, or is this like it's been funkified by being in the Underdark?
Definitely an Underdark Funkify. Most mushroom forests that like this don't get to this point unless they're in the Underdark.
Okay,
Hey, Xeno?
I'll definitely collect some of that water then.
Actually, wouldn't there be like a ton of stalactites?
Whoa, that's a big word.
You know what a
Which one is that? Is that the
stalagmite
up or the
is?
down?
Okay, you know like those giant spikes you see in caves?
Yeah, I know, but which one's the stalactite? Which one's the stalagmite? I always forget.
Stalagmites are on the floor, stalactites are on the ceiling. The way you can tell the difference is because the stalactites have to hold on to the ceiling.
Yeah, duh.
At least that's how I was taught in grade school, because they have to hold on tight.
Oh, I
was
remember
never
because
fucking taught that.
I remember because stalactite, you have to have your tongue on the roof of your mouth, and stalagmite, you don't need that.
You guys are too smart.
No, yeah, that was, for me it was hearing that stalactites need to hold on tight to the ceiling.
Yeah, that's how I learned it.
Okay.
Hey, Xeno? Since we're in an unfamiliar location, I'm going to do two things. One, I'm going to summon a Fae to act as another set of eyes.
Okay.
And then B, use my Pearl of Power to restore that third level spell slot.
Alright.
I have a question. Oh, sorry. Continue.
I was just going to say that I was just saying that marks off my Pearl.
Big purr.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
So go ahead.
go for. Sorry, Naulei. What was that?
Oh, no. I was saying, did Crowdinger share that one mushroom is like a little different than the other mushrooms? Is it that?
Yes,
That
I did. I mentioned as I like come down to collect some of the funkified water, mentioned there's a special tree, some like off in the distance, and I'll point in its direction.
So
We should
Just so
maybe.
you know, this is a mirthful fae.
right. So as you guys trudge on forward with your extra set of eyes and the determination to head to that larger tree,
Yeah.
that larger mushroom tree,
What
that
was
is where we're gonna go ahead and enter the intermission. Everyone,
I'm
we'll be back in about. I know.
Just in time for the intermission, God.
Right. So, with that, everyone,
Sorry, guys.
we'll be back in about half an hour. We hope you guys enjoy this intermission. Please make sure, as usual, get some water, use the bathroom, stretch, all that good jazz.
Hydrate,
Right,
hydrate.
Hydrate very much.
I'm gonna fucking. Who wants to try drinking this funkified Underdark water?
Absolutely
Take a
not.
shot of it.
No,
I'll take a sip. No,
Okay,
we're not taking
so,
sips.
so
you
what
can
happened-
take a sick. I don't.
Why?
I mean, who knows? Maybe it's healing. What if this
Maybe
is just a
it's
giant
powerful.
lake of healing potion?
Did you realize
What if
Rodney
you're
had to
like
roll a
the
con
best
save?
high ever?
No, you realize Rodney had to roll a con save by just sniffing the ground.
Yeah, but
Hey,
that's sniffing. That's not
wow.
drinking.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you have +3 to your saves, so no worries. Everything will be fine. Do your checks.
Everything will be fine. Everything will
You
be
guys
fine.
can deal with the consequences. I'm not.
I'm gonna drink it. I have advantage
think
against
the drill can-
saves for poison and disease.
I'm already poisoned.
Do you think the drill can go through water?
Actually, wait a minute. I'm immune to poison.
Take a shot.
Well, I'm immune to poison, sleep, stunned, and paralyzed.
Nice.
I'm also immune to being frightened and charmed.
It's fucking poggers.
Yeah.
It's part of being. Oh, I gain advantages on those. Okay, so I at least have a preventable chance.
I don't.
Take a shot.
It's
I'm
only
just a man
because
with
I am
fish.
fishman.
Wait a minute.
Also-
This is water, right? This
Yeah.
is water. I have this neat thing where I can remove my fishbowl, and my body will go motionless, and my fish can enter any body of water.
Oh, you want to enter it with your body?
This is the fish in the bowl, by the way.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna use the bathroom again.
Okay. Take your time.
Oh my god, I'm fleshing out how I want fucking Rattle Me Bones to look.
Rattling
him to
bone
be-
stones.
It's because you can choose the size for a reborn between medium or small.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have him be a gnome-sized skeleton, but he believes he's a dwarf skeleton and has a fake beard tied to his lower jaw.
Oh, that's
High
funny.
five.
I'm gonna make a. So I already have a character idea for the text chat roleplay that I was just told about. I'm gonna make an undead butler.
Dude, I fuck with it, bro. At one point, I just want to play a farmer. I'm not even gonna lie.
I have a
I
skeleton.
want to play so
gunslinger.
play.
Hey,
Dude.
Crowdinger. Oh, sorry, finish.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
No, finish.
No, you.
No, you!
Right, Listen the German out 9?
I literally
I
heard mine
play-
too.
I have a skeleton gunslinger called the Red Right Hand.
Oh, I love it.
He's a reference to Hell's Coming With Me by Poor Man's Poison.
Also,
I could.
oh, sorry.
Oh, because he's a bard, I could just make him a horny bard and name him Bone R. Johnson.
Bonar Johnson, I like it.
E hard.
No, call him Bone. Wait, no, I know what you should call him, Crowdinger. Boney M.
I don't like it.
Boney M, aka the people who created Rasputin.
Why is Vampire Survivor so hard? It's such a simple concept.
Because screw you, that's why.
Hard.
Also, Rodney, are you here?
Yes.
Oh, hey. Hey.
Whoa.
I'm a little late, but I don't know if the drill can go through water. I don't see why it couldn't unless there's like some type of like way the water would like damage it. Like, do you think it's like is it hydrophobic? Is the outside hydrophobic?
Could
It
be.
would be hydrophobic, yeah. If
Does it
if we
say
can't get through.
pamphlet?
I don't know.
You have to see.
Because that'd be a good way for us to just get to the big mushroom faster.
Oh, smart. Yeah. Yeah. I heard you earlier and I just like forgot to answer it.
Nah, no trip. I started watching woodworking. Some dude's making the circle.
Well, I'm a little grudge.
Truly the most unnatural of nature's shapes. Certainly.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Nature's most unnatural shape is a rhombus. Fuck that shit, bro. Hey, never trust a rhombus.
Sounds like some anti-polygon propaganda to me.
It's 'cause it is. Go back to lower polygon count.
Dude, he's buffing this ball. So weird. I don't know why I find such enjoyment in like people like, do you know what laying or like using a lay is?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Oh my god, I find so much enjoyment in watching people use that shit. That shit's cool. Wow.
Yeah, I'll give it to you there. That's just fucking fun.
And like people just make a whole bunch of stuff. Like they put resin with like just like anything, man. It's crazy.
Mhm.
Crazy.
I mean, if you're bored enough, you know, and if you think you can make money off of it, why not?
That's
I want to
true.
learn how to work with resin for real.
Yeah, I think it's so cool when people like make like tables out of like, and they use like the cracks in the table to make like a little thingy thing.
Like a
Yeah.
river.
Like
Yeah.
a river or some water. I think that's so cool.
That's so cool. And then they sell it for like $1,000-something.
Well, yeah, because it's like a lot
a lot of
time to
work.
put into it.
Yeah, and wood is the wood is also expensive too.
Yeah.
So it's like very reasonable, but like dang. It looks so crazy to do that. It looks easy, but also I feel like the hard part is the fact that you have to like the time and like the space too. Like seems very like yeah. Oh man, but I would love to do this.
That'd be like really cool.
I don't have the space to do it, but maybe if I'm moving to a new place, I'll like start this
Just like
side hustle.
become carpenter.
Yeah, like I've got a little bit of experience working with wood, just not in a decorative sense. It's more of a
So you kind of have to go full ham into it too. You have to buy all this machinery that's like just so expensive to begin with.
Yeah, it's not even like something you could just dabble in. Like you need to really be in it to win it.
well, yeah. But then once you start working and you get good with it, then you can sell your stuff for thousands.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sure.
Sorry about the Underdark pupper. We've got
Okay.
over right now.
Fungus dog, fungus dog.
Fungus dog, fungus dog.
No, no.
Usually it's Hellhound, but we're in the Underdark, so.
We
Bro,
can't
I'm just-
dog.
I don't want to see no like fucking driders or some shit down here, man.
What do you mean?
Driders are not fucking Gucci, bro.
What's a drider?
Those are spider things, right? If I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
it's okay. It's if you take a like a dark elf, right, and send them through a horrifying, torturous ritual to turn them into a half dark elf, half giant spider abomination.
Fuck are you talking about?
Like a centaur, but a spider.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
exactly what it is. Yeah. Just imagine a centaur, but instead of a human, it's a dark elf.
And instead of a horse,
Instead of a horse.
Yeah, it's a spider.
Imagine a sea
No,
I hate that shit, bro.
that sounds awful.
It is. It's absolutely
Here,
fine.
hold on.
Vile.
You want to see what a Drider looks like?
I don't even like spiders in real life.
Oh, I love
Well, would you
spiders.
like to see a Drider?
Yeah, let me see. How do I see it?
I'm one of those weirdos that would grab a tarantula.
What the? And it has a sword?
Yeah, it can have
Oh, that's
many
so
different kinds of weapons.
That's so weird. Look at it. Right. Oh my god.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Oh, welcome back.
What happened?
We're looking at centaur spiders.
I showed them what a Drider looks like.
What's a Strider?
Right.
With centaur, but with spider.
We get to show the picture again. Cool.
Okay, this is a Drider.
And where? Where are you putting it?
I'm streaming it.
Oh,
Oh.
at least it's not a Minotaur.
Let me see
Oh,
which
that's
picture you chose for this.
Oh,
I want to
Hold
see
on,
this.
Minotaurs.
I think I hate it. I think
Or
that's
are they
worse.
called centaurs? I can't remember.
Centaurs? Are you thinking about a bull top and like
That's a
bull
Minotaur.
legs, but are only like
Yeah.
No,
That's a
I'm thinking of a
Minotaur.
Fallout enemy that's called a centaur or a mentor, but I can't remember.
It's a centaur.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck with the Driders, bro. That shit gets funky.
Yeah, like
Well,
why
that's
did
the
you?
bard.
Why
do
did
we
you?
actually?
We hope
Do
you
we
don't.
have stat sheets for that? Because I might actually use that for a campaign.
Naulei, when a drow is turned into a Drider, it's usually seen as a form of punishment.
Yeah, but would they like? What I'm asking is, would they
Well-
normally be here?
yeah.
Well,
Would you
when
be?
Mm.
They're an Underdark type of thing, so maybe.
Hmm.
Right along with hook horrors and illithids and shit. Oh, you know what? I hope we see a flump.
Oh, I summon flumps all the time.
Yeah,
And
but
then
I
they
want to see a
fly.
natural flump.
It's a fupa. Or a floppa.
Oh my god, wait, did you just say Floppa? Did you just say, wait, who just said Floppa?
I said floppa.
Well, there's a character in another campaign I'm a part of. Their character name is Floppa. They're
Big
a
Floppa.
tabaxi.
Call me Big Flop. Yeah.
And
I
then
mean,
one
I'm
north
referring to the cat thing.
I
Yeah,
know,
it's Big
but that's what. But we have a D&D player character named Floppa, and you wanna know who they were raised by?
Ooh.
Big
Minotaur speak.
Floppa was raised by Bingus.
Oh,
I thought it
okay.
was the other way around.
Yes, of course.
Where does Scrungo belong in this?
Scrungo, you
Scrungo is the estranged uncle.
Scrungo's
Wait, why is it an uncle to a sphinx? Wait, why
Don't
is it
ask
related to the
questions.
sphinx?
Don't ask questions. The family history gets a little complicated, okay?
It's like it's a my own grandpa kind of vibe, you know. You gotta be careful asking questions.
No, I just love Scrungo.
You wanna know how Sphinx are made? Well, when a bard and a cat monster love each other very much.
And I'm not the cat and the daddy cat.
Oh no, not a mommy
Is
cat. and a daddy
that
cat,
how
but
we
a
get
bard.
harpies?
And the Academy
Yes.
Award for Scrungo McBungo goes to...
Your mom.
I'm sure she played the part very well, but I did not watch the movie.
I read the reviews, I heard the movie sucked.
Yeah. That's what they do with brand extensions, you know, they just ruin everything.
I just don't read. I literally just don't read.
I'm pretty sure most of us can't read. What's words?
No,
I
like
am actively incapable of understanding human letters.
I do my absolute best to stay away from like reading words. Because if I'm ever like forced to read any faster than like a word per like 2 seconds, I cannot function as a human being.
Luckily, there's lots of ways to avoid reading.
Not when there are subtitles during a cutscene.
Anytime you so much as read a single word, you have like a brain aneurysm.
I go halfway through the paragraph and then it immediately goes away. That's how I feel about like, cause like okay, I was always really bad at English, and that was before I found out I was dyslexic. Cause I could not bother myself to read. It's why people knew me as like the kid who only read comic books, because like, hey, there are pictures and it's an engaging story.
And there's a lot.
I mean, that's fair.
But like, I was never rewarded for reading them. And they were the only things I could like consistently read. It's the reason why I know like so much about like Full Metal Alchemist and why I prefer Brotherhood.
Oh, Brotherhood is pretty good.
Brotherhood is crack.
Brotherhood's got some fucking bussin' ass themes, bro.
I love the bus.
If I had a nickel for every time I created a Warforged, low-key inspired by Alphonse's design, I would have 2 nickels.
Dude, there's a YouTube video all about how to build a Warforged to be exactly like Alphonse Elric.
That's funny.
Where can I find this?
I think it's the same like content creator. It's a YouTube video. Just type in like Alphonse Elric D&D, and that's like the first video that comes up. Through that guy, he's the reason why I have like an Elden Ring or not an Elden Ring, a Bloodborne character in another campaign I'm in.
Nice.
See, because
That's
of
fucking
an article I
poggers.
found, I created the Yeet Wizard.
Yeet Wizard.
I'm not
Yes.
creative enough to like make characters like that, which is why all my characters are
this
based off of a game playthrough that like a playthrough in another game that I've enjoyed. Like
I'm
Mighty
very
Fish is based off of D&D because I love Merfolk.
Hey, Pheesh. So, the build I found wasn't original. I found like a literal article. Like, if you look in the art chat, you can see the grappling horror himself.
Oh wait, was that what it was?
Yeah, that's the Yeet Wizard.
Oh, no, it's just okay. I have like I don't know if it's OCD or I have a bad habit, but I like look at every tab so I never like have to see the little dot on the side of like the server because there's a message that I haven't seen.
Yes.
Same,
That
like,
bugs me
actually,
beyond belief.
I don't understand how people can just have hundreds of notifications. Like, the little white dot it drives me nuts.
Like, it doesn't even matter if like I accidentally leave someone on red. I just cannot see like a message I haven't read.
By the way, this is the build I'm talking about.
Oh. Actually, I was trying to ask Zeno if it was possible to make like an Eldrazi character, but that's a bit too like vague.
I mean, the Eldrazi title isn't that big, but trying to make it would be difficult, no?
The closest I ever got to like discussing it was a Simic hybrid, but I hadn't written a Simic hybrid, so
Funny enough,
I mean,
that's what they,
with the
that's
Simic,
what
it's easy, because you just have, like, Murph on the red, no?
yeah.
A Simic hybrid
Yeah.
has like different traits, like they can glide through the air with Manto Glide, they can
But the-
spit acid.
Like, you have custom lineage with that, with, like, Merfolk base, right?
Well, yeah, but the thing is that Merfolk seem to be more toward. It leans more towards like Undyne and not Tiefling. To Trident. I say Undyne because I had to figure out like, oh, Pathfinder has fish people and they're called Undyne.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's kind of complicated and it's not the way I want it to. Like, I don't know if I've ever told you guys, but like, Mighty Fish will be the only Lycanthrope I'll ever play because the fact that I had to start off this campaign with the ability to not go into water and then I had to worry about water, like really threw off how I wanted to like play the game. But at the same time, like,
It was
I
a
have
interesting restriction vibe.
not just that, but like I have Stoney's ring. I'm not allowed to use it for anything else but to carry my barrel around with me.
Yeah.
That's how many like loopholes we had to work out just so I didn't have to like worry about not having water.
Can you not return, create, and destroy water?
No, that's a I think it's a paladin and artificer trait or a spell thing.
Let me look. IV tools.
And we didn't have those at the time of Pheesh's introduction.
Yeah,
Yeah, it says cleric and druid can learn it. Divine soul sorcerer, fathomless warlock, and genasi, and is it engineers can learn it.
which is
Sorry.
like something I can't do, so I can't help it.
I mean, there's the magic initiate feat, which would let you access it.
I mean, yeah, but that seems like a lot
That's using a
work.
feat, though.
I know, I'm just saying. It
You
is
have
an
to
option.
give up a feat for something that is, something that we can work our way around. As annoying as it may be to work around it.
I mean,
It's just
thankfully I've
tough.
never had to like worry about thirst, like at all.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But
I
even
played
when
in
we were at
one
the desert, we
campaign
could like replenish my water at least.
I played in one campaign with thirst mechanics. It was awful. Mainly
I
because the
think-
guy implemented it mid-campaign.
I consistently forget that eating is something that needs to be done. I take the logic of this is a fantasy game, so people don't have to eat to survive.
While we eat off-screen.
Yeah, we eat off screen and during the long rests.
You kidding
you
me?
didn't use
You
your
know how many
actions?
parts-
That's okay, just hunted.
You kidding me? You know how many parties we've gone to in this campaign?
How many?
Plenty of food.
All of the parties. Every party.
Yeah, like literally, we saved a town with like I did like the most damage to like something with like nothing but fireballs, and then we were celebrating. Do you know how much food a banquet like holds?
Oh hey, by the way, I still have a bunch of tea leaves.
I stole the right finger off of a guy that we killed once. That was a good time.
I
Oh,
But I had a
Whatever-
idea for a character.
oh yeah, that's right. We remember that like asteroid crab thing.
Yeah. We sold off
I completely forgot about like the fact that we sold like that shard of armor, or not armor, but like the shard of material that I had to
Yeah.
cut out with my orb of annihilation, or my bead of annihilation.
Mhm.
God, I need to use that more often.
I don't know what war.
Y'all know the Tomb of Horrors campaign, like the old one, that's very much meant to kick you in the teeth?
Somewhat, I guess, maybe. For the purposes
I-
of the story, yes.
Later on in the year, I'm gonna have to play that campaign, and we get to play a level 20 characters. We get a few magic items and a few other things, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna die like really quickly. And that's coming from the animated armor barbarian.
Good luck.
I'm gonna need it. You know, speaking of characters inspired by media we like, Pheesh, I created a character called Fungal Forest based off of Shizu Inui from No Gun Life. Because he's a man with a gun for a head.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, Ken.
Mhm.
I completely forgot. There was a one shot I was in for Skittles, and the character I played as was supposed to be like one big Deep Rock reference. So I had a dwarf. I think I brought it up like names with you, but like I had a dwarf that I was playing as at one point.
I want to play more one shots.
Oh, but by the way, Ken, Deep Rock is amazing. You should play it. It gets some use. You have to get kind of used to certain things, and there's a lot of like, you know, advanced techniques that people figured out how to play. But it's really fun, and once you find the right people to play with, you'll always have a blast.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my friend downloaded it a while ago, and he's been wanting to play it, and I saw gameplay of it, and it looks pretty cool. Also, it seems really cool with space dwarfs.
Yeah. Prepare to hear Rock and Stone a lot, and if you get it on PC, you can mod the game.
Lit.
Rock and the Stone.
Dude, okay.
For Carl, bro. For Carl.
Oh my god.
Oh, the
Dude,
fitness
I can
rank.
gush for like a really long time about how much I love Dwarf Simulator 2022.
That's a fucking thing.
Well, it's
Rock and Stone,
Steep
brother.
Rock. But like I can tell you like the mods I've downloaded like just to make the game even more fun.
Is there big Google mod? There has to be, right?
Okay, so
I mean, that joke
there
is
aren't like
terrible.
cosmetic mods, but there are a lot of mods to like change certain things, to change the audio of certain things, and to even like change the properties of certain things. There are some mods that like completely rework how you play the game, so they actually made servers for those mods so that you could play with people who have those rules, or you can just play solo for whatever.
Interesting.
Like for example, like these are the dumb mods that I've downloaded with my friend Buo. We have this mod where like as you play a dwarf, you gain like a power attack because you don't have a scope button. Your right click your mouse button is dedicated to your pickaxe so that you can mine stuff, and to use the power slam you have to press both your buttons. So usually it's the power slam is with your pickaxe, but there's a mod to change it so that you just punch rocks till they break.
That's amazing.
There's another mod I have.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
I have to be going for the night. So tell Zeno when he gets back.
Alright.
I have
Good night.
Crowdinger, have a
Good
night.
night, no.
Night.
No, I will have a day.
Oh,
No,
really?
have a midday. This is the threat.
No, I'll have a morning.
No, you'll
Anyways,
have an
yeah,
afternoon.
I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.
Good night.
Like there's a lot of music mods I have, or not a lot of them, but there's like one music mod I really love where like, oh well, there's actually a two. One is when all the music is replaced with Payday 2 music, because I love the Payday 2 soundtrack.
You're gonna do
and-
everything they can to keep it out.
And the second one is there is a mode in the game, or like a mission called Elimination, where you have to fight dreadnoughts, which are basically the bosses of the game, or one of the bosses of the game. And it changes all the dreadnought music to Giant Enemy Spider remix.
Okay, I want to see you play this.
There's a mod to change like all of the special all the special Praetorian, or not the Praetorians, all the Glyphids, like the special Glyphids, into like change their voice lines to be like Payday 2, like different kind of policemen. So like there's the Praetorians, which are the really bulky bugs. They sound like bulldozers. They're wardens that protect other people who like say medic lines. And then like there are like special kinds of Glyphids that like either shoot webs to slow you down or shoot like gunk at you so that you take damage, and they like say taser lines, and I love that. There's also like exploders, and there's a mod to change them into like demo lines, and all the grunts like can speak in heavy lines. There's mods for the grenades, and one of my favorites is for the gunner, where like the normal sticky grenade is like a holy hand grenade from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
That's amazing.
And this one is the most annoying one. There's a mod to like change all the grunts like voice lines to the singing part of Gangster's Paradise, and I had to sit through so many games of that it made me go insane.
I see you there, Zeno.
Yes, hello.
Also, Crowdinger had to leave. He
Understandable.
signed off for the night.
Alright.
So no, I really recommend playing Deep Rock Galactic.
Alright. Well, with recommendations aside, Deep Rock Galactic I have tried once or twice. Wasn't my game, but regardless, we are now back in the story with Rose returned.
Yes, I am back.
Did you guys catch up, Rose, to what you saw?
Nope.
Alright, Rose.
We got something about spooky water.
So,
basically, we ended up in the Underdark after acquiring a drill to bury our way down. And now we're in the Underdark. We almost woke up at Tarask.
Almost woke up. Okay, that's not.
right.
It's
Hold on.
terrifying.
So basically, what it is that you know how the sonar, I explained that it's kind of like a constantly reverberating echo, very similar to a sonar.
Yeah.
There was a large shape that they saw, and it looked like pretty much, outside of context, it just kind of looked like a strange like symbol.
It's
but
a shape.
yeah, it was a shape because the sonar doesn't like get details of a creature; it just gets a shape.
Yeah.
And so, curiosity drove Rodney, Naulei, Crowdinger. That was 3/5 of the party agreeing, and so they went towards it and ended up seeing this sleeping.
Yes.
Started writing out his obituary.
We love our Tarasks.
Also, Asclepius.
Mm-hmm.
We're eventually probably gonna have to ask you about your vision because we're in the Underdark in a fungus area, but now we need to know what to look for.
Also, that was the size indication as far as like it to the drill.
Yeah, it was terrifying. Even Rodney was in agreement that we should go.
Wow. Interesting. That never happens.
So yeah, it turned out like with the way the descriptor was, you guys had essentially run into the sin of gluttony, but like it wasn't time for it to be awake yet.
I see.
Also, earlier, my patron said, I hope to see you soon. I asked what, and then it went silent, so that's terrifying.
Mm-hmm. And so
We just love to see soons.
right. So with that, they begun exploring through the Underdark Forest, and this Underdark Fungal Forest of very tall, almost like California redwood style trees, but just large mushrooms, is what they went through. And with Crowdinger at least scouting it ahead with what was left of their flying speed, they at least saw that there was one that was exceptionally larger than the rest.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of where you guys are heading towards.
Okay. I mean, I think I've given you guys everything that I know of. It's just like big, spooky, unnatural light in this massive cave. There is a protector of it, I think. Kind of keeps tabs and makes sure that nothing gets stolen.
Yes. Well, at this point, continuing on as you guys progress through this, mushroom forest, you eventually make your way at the largest mushroom. Let me pull up the reference image for this.
Is it cute? I'm kidding.
Is it cute? I'm not kidding.
Is it cute? I'm also no longer kidding.
This is the tallest one. Now that is a medium size. That's a medium-sized creature, by the way.
Ah.
And then you realize the size of this thing.
It looks like a giant stinkhorn. No one here knows what a stinkhorn means, do they?
No. But yes.
It's a type of mushroom that looks similar.
Can I do an Arcana check to know what a stinkhorn is? I'm kidding.
Oh my god. But yes, that little like silhouette of a person gives you an idea of a medium-sized creature in comparison to this thing in the distance.
Hey, Rose, is that what we're looking for?
I never saw the outside. I only saw the inside, so it's possible.
I mean, is the lighting similar?
I don't
So-
know. Xeno, is the lighting similar?
No.
No.
One thing to indicate as well is that you guys can see that this strange type of like large mushroom tower has obviously those like those clouds of spores that are being released from the pustules all over itself. It is actually creating a strange mystifying effect that you assume to be protecting the mushroom.
Can I cover my mouth with like a bit of like cloth, like pull up a bit of my shirt and cover my mouth just in case?
You go ahead and pull up a makeshift mask out of your clothing. Anyone else?
Would girls have a problem breathing this stuff? Considering what she's done in the past.
Actually,
I would
sorry, go ahead.
I would still qualify this as something that like would potentially be harmful to you.
I'm gonna
Okay,
reflavor my covering as just he takes off his jacket and then does that. So continue.
I'll go ahead and cover my mouth / nose. And,
With like one arm, with like one hand, or what?
yeah, like in the crook of my arm kind of thing, just like, you know?
Okay. Rodney, Naulei, Pheesh, what about you three?
Are we approaching the giant mushroom thing? Or well,
I'm mostly doing this as a precaution, if that helps.
I really don't know, cause I mean, we're still trying to find our way through, right?
Well, no. This is the large mushroom that's itself that Crowdinger saw.
Oh wait, this is a perfect opportunity. Crowdinger. Oh yeah. Oh wait, he's not here. I could try to scry it, but I don't know how descript the mushroom was.
I mean, you can see it.
Oh,
Like,
well,
we
if
can
it's
see
right
it from
there,
right?
my brain thought for a second that like, oh, he found it. Okay.
Like,
I-
we can see it from where we're at, right? I just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really big. We can't miss it.
So theoretically, you could just scry your view closer.
Yeah, I think that's a wow. Hold on, actually, I might be underestimating.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
second,
could I at least like scry ahead and see if there's anything interesting, like at or around the giant mushroom?
You can
I was gonna
attempt
ask, does my fairy see anything or tell me of anything it sees?
to. Sure. Well, does your fairy go on ahead?
Well, I'm keeping it as an extra set of eyes. So
Right.
I'm
The
keeping it
question
relatively
is
close.
though the fairy can only see it just as well as you can. Especially from where you stand. If you want to send it ahead, that's a different story though.
Alright, hold on. Let me check its stat block in the spell real quick.
While you take a look at that, Naulei, what about you? Naulei and Rodney actually specifically, because I haven't heard how you two want to deal with the spore cloud that surrounds this giant mushroom tower or giant mushroom tree.
Oh, I just came back from being on a BRB, but there's a spore cloud.
Basically, it's like you get okay here. So you remember how like you guys are trying to head towards the very large mushroom in the center?
Yeah.
That is a medium-sized person, and as we get closer and closer, that is how that little dot represents the height of you guys to that
Oh,
thing.
and then there's big. Oh.
And so you can see that like the pustules in it are emitting this type of like spore cloud that descends down and creates an almost like field around it.
Me and
We don't
Asclepius
feel like
covered our
lightheaded or
mouth.
anything, right?
No, however, I think you have a racial ability for this.
Racial ability?
Yeah. Take a look.
Yeah.
Take a look at your racial traits. You're an air ganassi.
It's
I'm
like
gonna
a
agree on
glacial
that.
ability, but with your race.
Yeah, right.
By the way, Zeno, the fairy base spirit has um, it has dark vision up to 60 feet and a passive perception of 10.
Okay. Even the dark vision will help it here, because you can see there already is like a bioluminescence within the water itself. So it's not really. It needs to get closer to
But
really
it can also
get more.
see 60 feet.
Right.
There's that.
Right. What I'm referring to is dark. Like that vision will still only give it what you're able to see just as well, Steve. In order for you to really get it to perceive more, you need it to get closer, and meaning you need it to get within the spore field.
Oh,
You know
are you
what?
talking? No, sorry.
No, please go.
No, I was just no, I was saying, are you talking about the that I can hold my breath for a long time?
Yeah. No. Yeah. You as an air ganassi, you can just indefinitely hold your breath.
Oh, cool. So like the spore hopefully won't like affect me if I go near it.
Mm-hmm.
Steve is going to tear off a bit of his like. So since he's already holding his jacket to his mouth, he's gonna like tear off a small bit for the fairy so it can cover its mouth just in case.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna let it scout a bit ahead.
Okay.
Can I still scry?
So when you attempt to use your scrying to look deeper, I need you to make me a wisdom save, Pheesh.
God damn it! Hold on. My thing is still loading. Also, I saw a mosquito in my room, so I'm like really on edge right now.
It's okay. I understand.
27.
You take half of this incoming damage, and do not get flung back 10 feet.
What?
You take half of this incoming damage and are not flung back 10 feet.
Oh, I mean, I'm more wondering what would have.
So, okay. This damage cut in half. You take 26 points of psychic damage, and like hold your ground, but you felt like some force was pushing you back, just for attempting to scry within there.
Okay, I guess something doesn't want us to see.
Very rude.
If I were a gambling man, and I kind of am, I think there's things that don't want us to see, or don't want us to know that they're there.
What if it's What if it's the person we originally talked to get down here?
Would they seriously consider digging this deep into the ground?
You do realize their domain is decay and fungus, right?
I don't know. We were just trying to find some. Is it Leonin?
Loxodon.
Loxodon.
Oh, Foxodon. I mean, aren't we trying?
Spores.
Yeah, aren't we trying to find those guys?
We are.
Whatever's over there clearly doesn't want me knowing that they're there.
Oh, that just says we should go over there, right?
Definitely.
If we're not supposed to go over there, that means that they're protecting it. So we should.
You should.
I mean,
Just to make sure, you know?
If we
do
die,
we even
I'm
have
killing
any
you.
options?
How far does that seem? Like, how far does this gas cloud seem like it goes? Like, all the way to that tree?
Assuming that each of these river lengths are the equal length, and there look to be about like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lengths that are triple, so 15 feet wide. Let's see. So 30, 60, no, sorry, 30, 60, 90, 120. We'll say the mushroom is 150 feet away. So whatever this spore field is at least 150 foot radius from that large mushroom.
Okay. I kind of have an idea.
Can I, real quick? I just want to check. Has my Fae reported anything?
So you sent your Fae out ahead, right?
Yeah, I was just wondering if it's come back.
Mhm.
Or
Let me go ahead and pull this up. Are you able to perceive through your Fae's eyes or no?
No, but that's why I'm asking. Has it come back?
No, the Fae has not come back. In fact, I need you to. You feel like you're maintaining concentration on something that no longer needs concentration for. As when you try to recall the Fae, nothing happens.
Steve is just gonna say, "Well, the Fae is no longer with us. It's been sent back to the Feywild."
I throw my scrying like my scrying orb into my barrel. Yeah, I wonder why.
Steve just mumbles, "I'm gonna have to give that Fae a pay raise."
Naulei, you're the person who doesn't actually need to breathe. Is there anything did you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I think I should go ahead and obviously hold my breath. But I do want to press forward.
Real quick,
you don't
Rodney was about
need
to
to
use-
hold your breath when you don't need to breathe.
No, well that's exactly what the term for the Ergonos. The Ergonos can hold their breath indefinitely. It's not that they don't need to breathe.
Yeah.
I'm always I'm not really good at devils in the details kind of things.
You're chilling. So
Yeah,
Rodney
it
said
says
he
you
had-
can hold your breath while you're not incapacitated. So yeah, okay. Sorry, what were you doing?
So spores are living matter, correct?
I think
Naulei, you were granted inspiration by Eli. Side note.
Why?
I want to say spores are technically not living.
I'm pulling up.
Because they're
Spores are
parasites.
reproductive cells in plants, algae, and other protists and fungi. They're typically single-celled and have the ability to develop into a new organism.
which means
So
they're
they're
alive,
sperms.
which
They're
are
little spermies.
technically alive.
It is a dormant survival cell. So spores, I want to say, like, by nature, spores are durable and can survive in less than ideal conditions. All fungi produce spores, however, not all bacteria produce spores.
Is a sperm.
Yes.
Which is alive.
Would it be considered living matter though?
I'm
Because
gonna
it doesn't have to be. It just has to be living matter.
Well, you have to remember this as well.
think
From
yeah.
the termination of what that is, it is a dormant cell. It is not actually living yet.
But that doesn't mean it's dead.
Think of kind of like how technically the what's it for? A dandelion seed isn't actually like growing until it lands on something and is properly given the nutrients, and then once enough nutrients are given to it, it begins the process of growing into a living organism.
But
Spores
So
are
is
same
it-
thing.
still
They're
has
carried
to
on the
be
wind.
alive.
So is it non-living matter?
It is non-living until it actually comes in contact with something to then begin the living process.
That I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that makes sense, but it's your ruling.
I know. I'm trying to like figure this out, like, because technically,
If
all right,
I
guys,
use
it's
my
time to
cube
make
of
my.
force, am I gonna be pressing 2 or 3?
I don't know. You know, guys, it's time to make my FBI agent question this. Is sperm a living thing?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm obliged to say
here.
yes.
Yes,
but
it is a mobile carbon-based life form. It is a living organism itself. So by that logic, so is the spore.
Okay, so the
I
question
thought
is,
spores were already living.
it's not if it's a living thing; it's if it's living matter. Like,
What's the difference?
Like a
Uh,
plant.
yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
a thing is a thing. Like a cell is a living matter, although it doesn't really have much life and it doesn't really do much things.
By that logic, oxygen is a living matter if it's a cell, because it's an oxygen cell. Right.
Oxygen isn't a cell; it's a atom.
Oxygen
It's
is
an
an
atom,
atom.
never
not
mind.
a-
Never mind.
This is a cell, which
Never
would apply to the spore.
All right,
Always
all right.
the
Or
micro.
should
It's
be
always the
counted as
micro
live.
things that like.
Yeah,
Get complicated.
it's weird. But either way, either way, I could also press 5 and nothing can pass through the barrier, and I could just
Walk with
you know,
it.
walk with it. I don't mind.
You know, by that
Well-
logic, you could also use this as like a way to tread through the water as well.
Could. I could. I don't know how
Use
deep the
Rodney as
water
a
is,
congo
though.
eye.
As Roger parts the, or as Rodney parts the spore-ridden sea.
Wait a
Or
minute, actually. Hey, Zeno?
Hmm.
My mouth is covered, and also we're like right next to the river, right?
We're assuming that you guys are.
Can-
We're assuming you guys are where that medium-sized person is.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take out. The scimitar is the longest thing I have, so I'm gonna try to see how deep this water is, just in case.
Sure. You dip the scimitar almost all the way until like you can't hold on to it anymore, getting it coated in that water, and it's still like it doesn't have anything in there that it like indicates that it's like hitting a bottom.
How fast is the water moving?
The water is moving at a. I actually don't know how to measure the speed of water.
Slow, fast, not still.
Right. Like it's not rapid and it's not still. I want to say it's just kind of like about like a brook.
It's babbling.
It's a babbling brook.
Brooke.
Is there any kind of like rock that I could tie to a rope?
Yeah, there's actually quite a few thick mushrooms around.
Okay.
What's a brook?
Hey,
Oh,
It's a
Zeno?
type of river.
Body of water.
Oh.
Could I get the heaviest shroom available, tie a rope around it, and then try to measure the river like that?
Can you make me an intelligence sleight of hand check to represent you tying the knot?
An intelligent sleight of hand. Okay.
Yes. So if you're not proficient with sleight of hand, then it's just an intelligence check.
Intelligence check away.
Hey,
That's a
Zeno?
natural 20.
Right.
Oh,
You tie what is essentially an extremely sturdy and like secure knot.
All right.
Way to go,
Oh.
Rose.
I'll dip this in the water, and I'll mention this isn't the first time I've tied things up, you know?
Very
That sounds
nice.
so wrong.
Very nice, Rose.
That was intentional.
So,
How
Yeah,
deep is this
Zeno?
water? I've
You-
got up to 50 feet.
all right, you head in.
Ignore that.
Just make sure you head into the water. Yes.
No, I'm standing on the edge, and I'm just like kind of like lowering the rope bit by bit.
Okay. So
You know,
you
arms
lower
length
the
out.
rope bit by bit. I guess Han. What? So what? You tie? Oh, I see what you're saying. You tied something thick to the end of the mushroom, not to anchor yourself, but to so like.
Yeah, so I could be
weight
the anchor
down.
to see how deep it is.
I
know,
see,
And
I
then
see.
as the mushroom sinks, when the rope starts to slack, then I can start pulling it up to
Got
see
it, got it,
how
got it.
much
Okay.
or how deep it is.
You go in by increment until you finally can determine that this water looks about 10 feet deep.
10 feet
Oh.
deep. Go. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll pull the rope back up, untie it, and relay to the party. This water's kind of deep, chiefs.
And lovely. Hey, Zeno.
Yes.
So I was gonna ask. So I guess while the scimitar is still wet, I was gonna ask if two things: is the scimitar altered in any way? And then the second thing was, is there anything I can glean that's strange about the water?
The scimitar definitely looks coated in a strange purple liquid that's almost viscous.
And then can I try to? Is there?
And Rose, the
Okay.
same thing. The same thing goes for you. Like, I want you guys to imagine when I'm referring to viscous water. Imagine like your rope or your scimitar was dipped in gelatin, and when it comes out, it's almost like a nearly melted gelatin.
Like thick
So it's
water?
like a slime.
Yeah, almost like a slosh of water.
So kind of like a thick water?
Mm.
A thickwid, if you will?
A thickwid.
So, is there anything like... Is there anything strange about it other than that I can try to glean?
Nothing really that you can glean other than the viscosity of this water.
Alright. So given I'm wearing ogre strength gauntlets, my hands should be fine to touch it, but I don't know about the rest of me.
Ogre strength gauntlets?
Yeah? That's what I've been
What?
wearing the entire time.
That's crazy.
It's why Steve
one
has
of
a
my
strength of
magic
19.
items. It was one of my magic items I got to pick alongside my Pearl of Power.
Crazy. So,
I don't.
what's
trust
the game
water.
plan?
Rodney,
don't
throw us across.
Do we all want to go across the to where this weird stuff is, or what?
Wait a minute. Actually, better question is there a path around the river?
Not necessarily. Almost like an archipelago of different isles surrounded by this sloshing water.
Archipelago.
Wait a minute. Does anyone have anything like axe light? Wait, Rodney, do you have an axe?
I have a hand axe, I think.
But what weapon do you use, Rodney?
I use an axe.
That was also Pheesh, who referred to as the hand axe.
I use a hand axe and a great axe.
I have a
Theoretically,
dagger.
we could. So you know how I was gonna say we're surrounded by giant fungus. Cut one down, have it fall, create a bridge.
Wait,
Hello?
hold on. I have a better idea. Instead
Wait, hold
of
on.
manually slashing at it, I can just use beat of destruction.
Well,
There's
is that
also-
limited?
There's also Naulei who's trying to say something.
I also have I also have water walk, which is good for up to 10 willing creatures. Just so if you want to
Does this
walk
even
on the
count as water?
Yes, it
it's
does. And hey, utility spells.
does,
Yeah,
does it count
utilities
as
will
water?
Yeah.
I also have
Totally
water
good.
breathing.
There you go. So you guys have water breathing to breathe the water. You have Naulei's water walk to be able to walk on the water. You also technically have Rodney's like cube of force, so you guys would just look like like a third of the cube would be sticking out of the water.
Fine.
Yeah. The question is,
I
what's
feel like the least costly one would be the mushroom idea, though, because then you don't have to use a spell slot.
It's a third
I
level
mean,
spell.
if we just get across the river, what's the point? We're trying to not go across the river, right? We're trying to get to the big thing beyond the river.
Yes,
Which is
150
where we
feet
need
away.
to go.
Yeah,
And the
which
thing
is
that once again, this is like as much as I mentioned it is a river. Think of it like a large archipelago of small isles that surround this thing, and the thing is at the top of a hill where the water is cascading down.
You know,
okay.
I like
Yeah,
your
we have to go
vocabulary.
across the river regardless.
Wait, what was that?
so
Naulei?
so we had to go across the rivers regardless. Okay.
What was that, Naulei?
Oh, I literally said I like your vocabulary because you
Oh.
said archipelago. I was like, yeah,
I try my best to expand upon my vernacular.
very good vernacular. I love
The only
it.
reason why I know about that word is because of 16 in the Bridge series.
I only know about it because of that, and also I'm in a campaign called The Archipelago of the Ocean Man.
Yes.
Ocean man.
One Piece helped me. Well, I've known about an archipelago for a while, but I didn't really like fully understand like how cool
Yeah.
an archipelago is to explore until like One Piece came up and I saw the arc that had that. So yeah.
So I guess, do you want to use a third level spell slot on this?
Yeah,
Seems
no,
like we're gonna have to walk on water a couple times.
And if any
Well,
of
how
you
long
guys
does it last?
decide to drown here,
I have. Okay, I don't know how you guys want to try to get across, but I can take someone at least 500 feet with Dimension Door.
You want to give that a try?
I
Wait a minute,
can
how much-
take. I have 500 feet of movement with Dimension Door, but I can only take one other person.
I mean, if we're doing the teleport route, I can use Thunderstep, but only if you guys are away from me by the time that happens.
I mean, Thunderstep is only 30 feet, and I don't
Yeah,
think
but-
it'll clear this fog.
Well, it definitely would allow you to go like because each riverbed is like 15 feet wide.
Yeah, it'll let us go across the riverbeds.
Well, only I can do it, which is why I said you guys would have to go first, because otherwise it would hurt you.
So you guys have multiple avenues of this. Rose can clearly Dimension Door with one other person to go 500 feet, potentially saving all the trip. Steve can Thunderstep, Naulei can Water Walk, Pheesh can help Water Breathe, and Rodney has like the beat of the Keep of Force. There's
Wait.
so many different avenues you guys have to.
Wait, I just realized something. This is Water Walk we're talking about. It lasts an hour, so
Yeah.
yeah.
wait,
Oh, really?
if I have water walking, does that mean I just like float up my barrel?
Yeah. Those,
No.
yeah. It's kind of like you're like floating above the water itself.
It's like
fair,
an
yeah.
elevator, and I just can't go inside my barrel because it's full of water.
Yes. So
Wait a minute.
which avenue do you guys want to take first? I guess is the question.
I'm
Yes, I
assuming
think
the
we should do
water
water walking.
isn't. Well, the water walking isn't the problem. That takes care of one problem, but we still have this fog, don't we?
Cover your mouth.
For I don't know how long.
Steve is using like a bit of his clothing, like his jacket, to cover his mouth right now.
Will that be sufficient?
I mean,
Like,
Zeno hasn't
Zeno?
made me roll anything so far.
Yeah, it's not.
You also haven't stepped forward.
Yeah, you also haven't gone into it.
Oh
I
shit.
thought we have at this point, since we're at the edge of the river.
Like no one has taken a step forward except for that Fae.
Right.
They died.
So,
And if he dies, okay.
is there anything that can help us with our breathing?
That's why I was saying Cuba Force. Because I could just make it so nothing passes the cube,
You
so the
could-
spores won't go past.
Here's a
We'll
specific
also
domain.
not breathe.
Well, I mean, you could just say let nothing but air go through, and
It
spores don't
doesn't
count as air.
work like that.
Oh,
Exactly. So that's why I was asking, are spores living matter? Because if it's spores are living matter, I could be like, I don't want living matter to go through this cube. And then air could go through, right? Like,
Well, if we're
thumbs
already-
up.
Oh my god! It
Inside
just
the
dawned on me. You like this entire time. I'm like, oh, I guess he prefers to have the things be living matter. But it didn't dawn on me until what you actually said right now, that you were hoping that they weren't living matter.
Oh.
No, because if they were living matter, I could just choose living matter. If they were not living matter, I could choose not living matter. But then I think oxygen counts as not living matter,
That's correct.
so then I'd still not breathe.
well, I mean,
So I was
how
hoping they
big is
were
your-
living.
Quick question, Akin. How big is your cube?
It's a 15-foot cube, so actually I think it'll fit all of us. The problem
Yeah,
is
so
the
as long
more
as we're in it.
people, yeah,
The
but the more
that-
people, we won't be able to breathe
Mhm.
less. Cause like, if it was just me in the 15-foot cube, I think I can make it all the way to the end and not really worry about my oxygen running out. Cause I got a 15-foot cube worth of oxygen before it runs out.
And don't forget
Right.
as well, Naulei you don't count Naulei in that. She can hold her breath indefinitely.
Exactly. So like, me and Naulei could be in it, and we could walk through it fine.
Yeah.
But like, the more people we add, the
think-
more the less oxygen we have to get across.
Okay, so here's an idea. I think Naulei, and Akin can do the cube thing, and then someone can go with the dimension door, because if this thing is like a poison thing, well, A, I'm already poisoned, and B, I have around 153 hit points, so I don't mind if I take a bit of damage. And so Pheesh and Asclepius can go on ahead in their dimension door, and then I can understep and hold my breath.
That sounds like a plan.
So that's.
Oh
that's
wait,
the game
quick
plan.
word of warning. Thunderstep does let out a booming sound of thunder 300 feet around.
Oh wait, that reminds me. So
Pretty
wait, we're
loud.
not gonna touch the water at all, right?
That is correct. You, this assumption of a plan is assuming that you and Rose are gonna just teleport to the tree.
Okay.
And you guys are going to want to be in 90 feet away from me when I cast Thunderstep.
I thought the AoE was only like 15 feet around you.
Yeah, the
let
AOE
me
is
double-
different than the actual like range of teleportation.
Oh, I feel like it would mention that. Okay, never mind then. Oh, wait,
It's,
so I can
it's
teleport
weird
up
because
to-
there's only a certain way that like we can indicate like when people want to know the range of a spell, it's never the range of the AoE, it's how far can I cast this whenever range is in reference to.
Okay, so it says. So wait, does that mean I don't move? So I move 90 feet, right? Or
So-
is
so-
that...
Yeah,
The range-
if the
the
range is
range-
90 feet, yeah.
Yeah, the range is 90 feet. You can teleport yourself up to an unoccupied space you can see within range. This indicates that you can teleport up to 90 feet with Thunderstep. And then
Okay.
immediately after you disappear, a thunderous boom, and each creature within 10 feet of the space you left make a con save.
Okay, so you guys get 10 feet away from me when I do this. I'll let you guys go first.
Easy.
Yeah, we'll go first.
Alright. So between group force cube and group dimension door, who wants to go first?
I don't mind going first. I feel like we got nothing really to be afraid of.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's it?
So the two of you get close together, and the cube of force is pulled around you. Naulei holding her breath immediately. You two what, do you just take the cube and walk through the water with it?
I would also, yeah, I guess.
Okay. So, and you have it so nothing passes through, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. When you guys push on through, and the cube of forest, because it's like a translucent object, you can see clearly through it. When this impacts with the floor, I need you both to make me a wisdom save.
Okay.
Wow. Lucky me. Not 20.
Wow, unlucky me. Oh, can I use my? Oh, fuck my god. Can I use my inspiration on this?
You can.
What is that?
D8 is always provided when Chad does it.
Yes. Okay, cool. Okay, wow. Okay. 19.
Pulling it up to me right now. Here is what the floor of the riverbed looks like as you both muster through your fear.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that? What is
Bunch of
that?
dead people.
Gorgeous. That is gorgeous. That's what that is.
That is a nightmare feel.
Paint it. No.
Yep.
That's
This is what the floor of the riverbed is filled with.
People's
Nice.
faces?
Good
Mhm.
thing
I
everyone
do
wears
get it.
shoes.
Basically, think of it like this: what this is it's not just like people's faces. You have to understand, for people to be buried like this means that they're buried like vertically
Very long
with their
time.
they're buried vertically with their heads facing upwards, and then on top of this, with the way they overlap, clearly some are like over one another.
Oh.
This is a
So-
condensed floor of dead bodies.
Oh.
Mm.
Wow.
What was the wisdom save for?
Fear.
Madness, probably, or fear.
Yeah, fear and madness. Technically, it would be a 2 for 1.
2 for 1.
Oh, that's fun.
So, you muster through your fear, ignoring the faces in the floor. You just gotta move forward.
Hey, Zeno.
Oh my god.
I do not recognize the bodies in the water.
Oh, I was thinking of that!
And so,
Stop, I don't recognize the body.
Rose and Pheesh, you two then begin your teleport, correct?
I assume I'm not the one who knows how to use the teleport.
Rose?
Yeah, we're dimension dooring, right?
Right.
As long as it's a point that I can see within 500 feet, then it's
Yeah.
fine.
You want to cast it?
Yep, I
Right.
just click the
Consume-
button.
Consume the spell slot, and you both take 58 points of force damage and are shunted back 10 feet.
What?
Wait, how much
What?
damage?
58 points of force damage and are shunted back 10 feet.
Oh, I am in critical condition.
58
Ooh,
force
do we
damage.
see that?
The two of you, just from barely over the top of it, because once again, when you're in the water, like there's
Yeah.
like 5 feet of the cube that's not in the water. You see Pheesh and Rose get shunted back with kind of like almost what looks like the best way I can describe it is like a visual sonic boom, but with magic instead of sound.
Interesting. Alright, we should make our way back.
It's a good thing
Or
I'm
I'm gonna
right
go
next
back.
to our
Mhm.
our paladin.
Rodney, Naulei, you guys head on back. When the cube of force goes down, like whatever viscous water surrounds it just drops down. So you guys have like this kind of like square outline surrounding you.
I'll spend 20 lay on hands to heal Pheesh.
Okay.
Because I
Quick
feel
question,
bad.
Zeno.
How much
How
does
far
that
did
heal
they
for?
go?
Hold on. First, let me hear Rose and Pheesh.
20 hit points for lay on hands.
Okay, so now I'm at 28.
And Steve,
I was gonna ask, how far did they teleport till they got shunted?
they did not teleport at all. The teleport failed.
Oh.
Something must have been in the way.
Oh, wait. That
So-
means if I thunderstep.
Yes. Now you see. So whatever this fog is not just apparently deadly for whatever went in there. It also prevents magical teleportation and prevents scrying.
Oh, so that's the thing that hit me with psychic.
It's like a warding thing.
You guys want here?
Warding
If
spores.
you want, I don't mind being a guinea pig to test
So,
the spores in
I
water.
will also now allow this. Anyone can make me a nature check.
Who here has the highest
Actually,
nature?
nature or arcana would work for this as well.
Yeah.
Who has the highest nature in Arcana?
I actually I could do both.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
anyone can roll.
Hey, you know what? I'll roll 2, I guess, with you guys.
Oh, I should have done nature. I said I could do both.
Remember, you can choose.
Oh, I got a dirty 20.
I'll roll a nature. Yeah. That's a 25.
19.
Wow, you guys are awful genius.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes,
it's still
Rosen, I
good.
travel. You don't
I
want
miss
to know how
being
many
smart.
drug deals I've seen.
Oh no.
Me too.
Two? You miss me being smart?
No.
I mean,
Hmm.
in my defense, being smart is kind of part of the job. I want to lob fireballs, not overthink how to do something.
I feel you. I feel you.
Just
I like
don't be smart.
overthinking what I had to do. I
It's
had so
fine.
much utility.
I don't like having to wrap my head around it. I use 3 spells.
Alright, so, Pheesh, Rose, and Steve. This is a unusual magical energy that Underdark denizens call phaserness. It pervades much of the Underdark. And fun fact, this is actually a thing that's in Forgotten Realms lore. This is why the Underdark is pretty scary and why a lot of people don't want to go here. The origins of this mysterious arcane power is unknown. Legend claims that it's an ancient elven magic dating back to the time when the Dark Elves were first exiled from the world above. The Drow and other Underdark creatures use the properties of areas sufficed and phaserness to protect their settlements. Areas sufficed and phaserness can range in size from a few dozen feet to several miles in diameter, featuring the following
Oof.
effects. Areas sufficed with phaserness are always filled with dim light. A creature in the area suffused with phaserness has advantage on saving throws against any divination spells. If a divination spell doesn't allow a saving throw, the caster must succeed on a con save to cast the spell. Failing the save means the spell is wasted and has no effect. In this case, something else was added onto this variant of the phaserness. That could be what the spores are doing. Any creature attempting to teleport into, within, or out of the phaserness sufficed area takes a set number of force damage, depending on the different area, and the teleport attempt fails.
Well, that sucks.
But this was made to be against me.
This was
But
made
theoretically-
to be an area that is warded. This is like in different areas of the Underdark. This is a natural phenomena that most people take advantage of. This natural phenomena to make settlements out of.
Wait a minute. My question is,
Oh.
what killed the Fae? Because the Fae didn't teleport; it walked,
That is
and
correct.
it wasn't any sort of divination.
That is correct. And if you also recall, the phaserness, nothing in the phaserness actually states that it kills unless magical teleportation is attempted.
And the thing didn't teleport because it can't.
Mhm.
That means
So
So
it
there's
was
some-
either.
No, go
Sorry.
for it, Pheesh.
Oh, my first assumption was it was either killed or it found something that killed it, or
How far
found a
did
way
it
to
move?
capture it.
You know what? I'm gonna pull a Rodney. I'm gonna walk into the radius of the spore and just see what happens. I'm gonna regret this, but I want to clarify. I'm not teleporting. I'm not
So you wish
doing
to
anything magical.
repeat to me what you want to do?
So So where does the spore fog start?
It starts the moment you are above the water.
Okay, so. Okay.
It follows the water?
The water definitely, like, you have to imagine, like, a spore-like effect is something that follows the wind, and most currents, like, have some wind, like, some draft that they carry with them.
Got it.
Wait a minute, how many feet is between each of the little islands?
15 feet, at the very least.
15 feet, okay. Okay.
Oh,
God, I wish I knew the properties of this water, because then I could theoretically use my fishbowl to swim across.
can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
So, is this an anomaly that is based on its nature, or because of the results of like the people who previously owned this place?
This is a natural thing. So, the way once again the way Phasionus works is it's a natural phenomenon, natural magical phenomena that people will build settlements because of locations suffice in it. It's why Underdark settlements, they don't just like, most people are like, oh, they just build them willy-nilly wherever they want. No, most people who build Underdark settlements are smart enough to know, hey, if we don't want to be scryed on and we want a place that you can't magically teleport into, we build areas sufficed by the Phasionus, and that's where settlements are usually formed.
So,
Okay, so, you know. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
This is like one of those main things that makes the Underdark such a scary location, because the Phasionus, it could once again be something as simple as like a few feet to miles of it, and you won't know when it comes in until it's actually there. The one indication is dim lit areas, because Phasionus always is a dim lit type of like mist, to say the least.
So it's not even something that you can just bypass. It's a very unique thing that exists in like.
It's what makes the Underdark it's one of the natural properties of the Underdark, which is what makes it such an alien and scary location. Because imagine being in a location where like, if this is okay, by original by Lolth worshipping drows, it's some of the scariest things to be kidnapped by Lolth worshipping drows and taken to their city, because anyone who wishes to try to find you can't scry you while you're in a Phasionus sufficed area, and can't magically teleport to you when you're in a Phasionus filled area.
So it's a door that opens from the inside.
That is correct. Not even then. By that logic, they can't themselves benefit from going outward either, because you can't. Oh no, you can scry out, you can't scry in, you can't teleport at all when you're in here though. So that's one thing. What's up?
Can I try to? You said it's 15 feet, right?
That's correct.
All right, balls to the walls. I'm gonna try to jump across.
All right, you're gonna attempt a long jump. Go ahead. You with the
Yeah.
10-foot running start.
Yeah.
Steve clears that jump very easily with their 19 strength, landing on the other side, and now is sufficed in the spore and within the Phasionus. Nothing happens.
Steve just looks back, like, just with the most done with it look, just gives a thumbs up.
Steve.
So spores don't do anything.
Being able to
Steve.
check how far I can jump.
If you actually click on your movement speed, it'll give you the long jump and high jump rules.
That's right, it's on the walking speed. I was like clicking my strength and then my
there's
athletics.
Your strength comes into play when it comes to your walking speed, because your walking speed and your high jump and long jump are based off your strength scores or strength modifiers, respectively. However, though, Steve, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you make me a dexterity saving throw? And from what I'm looking at, it looks like it's going to be with disadvantage because of Sven.
Yeah.
What?
What? Oh, great. Real quick, before I roll, I wanted to... Okay, I'll just wait until after the roll. So, I mean, I already rolled dex with disadvantage because of poison.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Oh, no, that's checks, not saving throws.
Oh.
This is a save.
Well, thanks, Ben. I love you. Dex save with disadvantage. Where are you? There we go. Roll with disadvantage. Actually, I'll just roll it twice because it gets a bit buggy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first one's a 12. 13. And then wait, do I fail?
That will be a failure.
Screw it. I never use it anyway, so might as well try Indomitable.
Okay. Reroll.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
First one, 19. Second one, 5.
Alright. Hope you enjoy what comes.
Great!
That's what I was looking for, okay. So, Sven, side note, in case you're wondering, there's a reason why Sven specifically chose that as his emote. Sven's character is the had to do it to them, and so he just said he had to do it to him. Oh man.
Oh, I just clicked on it. I didn't realize.
What even is he? Because it's hard to tell because the image is so small.
A lizard?
he is a Yanti cleric.
Oh.
Who's Sven?
Ah, so I'm
He's
being.
one of the Monday players.
Ah.
Wait, where do you see his emote?
It's on the
it's
Twitch
okay.
stream.
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, no. If you guys want to use it in our own Discord, it's also labeled as Mbona because that's the character name.
Mbone. I'm about to go. Look.
Yeah, it's. I don't have a sub, so I
MVONA.
don't.
If
The
you
one
use it in
T,
Discord,
no
use it.
wonder.
For
So,
those of
you
you who
know-
care, the Bard has been now added to Baldur's Gate 3.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
did that
you
just
care?
get announced?
Yeah, no, seriously. Okay,
Mhm.
cool. I was like wondering if anyone actually cares.
Dude, I
I
have
also
Baldur's
think
Gate
the update. Oh, the update just came out too. Oh, God.
Okay,
I'm
fuck.
downloading
the
Fuck.
update right now.
What happened?
Okay. I'm downloading the update ASAP. Actually, I think I might have already downloaded it. But okay, but hold on. Besides the point. Steve, you fail
Yeah?
your save.
Yeah.
And you see that while the ground is covered in a thick layer of moss and fungi, a fungal covered arm reaches out and grabs you.
Yeah, great. I'm grappled, I assume.
Oh, far
More
worse
than
than that. This
Uh.
fungal servant, if I can only describe it visually, you see like what is like a humanoid shape and like an undead creature that has wraps of fungal surrounding it.
Okay, have you ever heard of a neat spell called Fireball?
Ah, that would be the case, but I do have to tell you the adverse effects of this now. Here's the
Great.
damage you take from this.
Wait a minute, is it from the creature attacking you?
Yes.
Okay, so you know how I'm a warlock now, right?
Yes.
I can burn if I'm being damaged by a creature specifically.
Mhm.
I can use my reaction to use Hellish Rebuke.
Right, correct. Would you go ahead and read me Hellish Rebuke? Read me the casting time, specifically.
It takes one reaction.
Keep reading.
One reaction which you take in response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you that you can see.
Did you see this creature beforehand?
Well, technically I can see it now.
Right. It's a reaction, though, to a creature that you can see. So,
Okay, fair enough.
yeah, that's
That's
why
fair.
Hellish Rebuke doesn't work on stealth. So, with that in
Oh.
mind,
Fair enough.
are you resistant to bludgeoning or necrotic?
Hold on, I'm gonna check if I have any other reactions. No, and okay. This is a necrotic.
That is correct.
Yeah, no, I'm not resistant. I don't have any resistances or immunities.
Alright. You take a grand total of 14 bludgeoning along with 22 necrotic from the mere touch from this thing grabbing you.
23 plus 14.
No,
Hold on,
14
math.
plus 22.
Oh,
That
22.
is 36.
Okay, so that's 36.
And then I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
This one isn't with disadvantage, right?
That is correct because the disadvantage was just for the one from the.
Okay, 21 before he does anything.
You pass. You don't know what the next adverse effect is, but
Oh, great.
the fungal servant starts climbing its way out of the ground, and just as it does so, Steve, you see a second one, not even 10 feet away from where you landed in. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh,
Like,
come
oh.
on.
You know what? Hey, Zeno.
Are you
just
ready?
for fun-
For the init?
Oh my god, I got nat 23.
all right. Let's get the low rolls out of the way.
Not like
Hey, I'm Zeno,
you
just
know,
so you know.
there was something that the Saturday
What's
group
that?
started coining, which is
What?
when you get a low roll. Like, all right, guys, I'll be back. I'm heading to the grocery store.
Well, I've been to the grocery store.
Wait,
Hey,
is this
Zeno.
the highest I've ever rolled for this?
Possibly.
I just Zeno for
Dude.
funsies. I want to declare that I want my patron to see the fight.
Yeah. You hear munching sounds from your patron.
Steve just says as he's being necrotically grabbed, he just grunts a "Enjoy the show."
Oh, don't worry. This is exactly what I was saying. I hope to see you soon.
It's that one meme of that guy who's just eating potato chips.
You know, to be fair, out of character, Zeno, I never did sign my soul. I just offered my servitude.
Yes. It's interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting the way
but-
wording is.
Did you offer your servitude in
With-
only life?
We never said soul, though, is
Hmm.
what I'm saying.
That's correct.
But
However,
does life include it?
because the thing is that, like, assuming that your soul is, immortal.
Wait, no,
your
I
body
also said, keep Rodney safe from this.
That's correct.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So, with this in mind, Steve and Pheesh, you guys can decide which of you two wants to go first.
Pheesh, would you be alright with me going first so I can deal with getting grappled?
Oh, don't worry. In case you're wondering, it wasn't a grapple check. It was kind of like to avoid being touched. The mere touch of this thing
Okay.
gave you necrotic.
So I guess Pheesh, what do you want to go first? Do you have something in mind?
You know damn well what I have in mind.
First level fireball. Ooh. I know you.
I mean, Xeno hasn't even drawn it down. I don't know how close
Oh,
these
well,
guys are.
If you recall, Steve literally just jumped 15 feet across a riverbed, and then there they were, one right next to him, the other one 10 feet away from him.
Yeah, they were right there.
Like
They're
Oh,
in
okay.
the river.
like
No,
I
it's
think-
because
yeah,
usually when you
river.
roll out, usually when
I
you talk
haven't-
about initiative, you like have like something drawn out to show us like.
Fair though, this
like-
one I feel like doesn't need the map itself. When you guys are already
Hey.
like grouped up on one side, Steve and like two of these fungal servants are on the other side.
I have a
Okay.
great idea. It's called something called erupting earth.
Mhm.
So, with your permit, Pheesh, would you mind if I went first?
Sure.
Okay.
I also like
So
this.
here's hoping.
Sven, I thought he was just gonna trip or something.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no.
So, what would you like to do, Steve?
Alright, so how close are both of these things? One is 10 feet away, the other is...
5 feet.
Okay. Could I... Wait a minute. Would Action Surge allow me to disengage?
Action surge can be allowed to be used to disengage.
Did you say can't or can?
It can.
Okay. So... Considering that thing did like 36 damage in one touch...
Mhm.
And presumably if I touch it, it'll do the same, so Vampiric Touch is out of the question. I'm going to... Action Surge. Let's see, where is that to mark? No, other. There we go. Marking that down. Action Surge. So I'm going to use that to disengage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to back up. Wait, actually.
If you
I don't
back
wanna
up, you're
back
in the
up to
water.
Yeah, I want to move to the side. Let me look at the range. 10 feet away. Basically, I want to move 10 feet away as long as I'm not in the water.
That would put you into the water, because if you're like trying to move away from both of these creatures, then that would put you into a space where you're either in the water.
Just the one that's in
unless
5
you-
feet of me.
Okay, but like, are you planning on passing like through them?
Yeah, because they're in between you and the water.
Like-
No, you're in between them and the
This would
water.
be a lot.
Yeah.
This would be a lot easier with a map. 'Cause
Okay, here.
Okay,
let me
you
get-
jumped across the water, and in front of you are these two creatures.
wait a minute. Considering disengage. Okay, hold on. Let me look up what specifically disengage does, just in case. I'm
It
not
allows you to
kidding.
move out of their
Without
threat.
provoking opportunity. So yeah, I could just move through them.
Yes.
Okay, that is helpful. Thank you, Zeno. I would like to move through them.
Okay.
And actually make
How
that
far?
20 feet.
Also, a
Okay.
lot of this is just set here as reference. That's not the actual size scaling, because otherwise that doesn't relate well to this down here.
That's fine, but thank you. And then I'm going to... Are they... So, theoretically, if I put, like... If they were in a 20-foot cube, would that
Yes.
encompass both of them?
Yes.
Okay, let me double check. No, that's Eldritch Blast. I want Erupting Earth. Let's see. Erupting Earth. Come on. There we go. Yep. Okay, so they're in a 20-foot cube. Alright. I'm gonna make... I need them to make a... so I'm casting it, first of all. The DC is Dex 17.
Mhm.
Oh wait, I
Well,
accidentally
you need
casted
both.
the wrong.
What? Oh, okay. What
I
save do you need them both?
I
to make?
accidentally casted Fireball instead of Erupting Earth. Anyways.
Oh
so
no, I
Erupting Earth.
see you rolled with Erupting Earth.
Oh, I thought I casted. Okay.
No, I see 22.
So
What type of save do you need from them for Erupting Earth?
Dex Dexterity save of 17. And they'll take 11 on a fail, or 11 on a success, and if they...
Both of these creatures fail.
So they take the full brunt of 22, and the area around them becomes difficult terrain.
Okay. Would that be it for you?
Let me see if I have any bonus actions. I'm going to... what the hell? I'm going to use Second Wind.
Okay.
I heal for 19.
Right. That would be it for your turn.
Yes.
At the end of your turn, both of these creatures use their legendary actions.
Oh,
What?
wow.
Wow.
Both of these creatures magically transform into a whirlwind of spores and shift, swirling around you, and then revert to their normal form next to you.
Did they just teleport?
They did
No.
not.
They missed.
No, I mean like a form of teleportation.
Think of it like kind of like there's Misty Step, which is indicated as a teleport, versus something like actually turning into a misty form and then moving forward.
Yeah,
Okay.
like gaseous form.
Yeah, so a misty form is not affected by difficult terrain.
Lovely.
And then
Wait a minute. Real quick, clarification about Erupting Earth. It says the area. It says the ground in that area becomes difficult terrain. Does it mean the 20-foot cube?
the 20-foot cube, yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah,
Got it.
and both of these creatures clearly like just once again turn into a whirlwind force and just swirl up and just end up next to you. That was their legendary that was both of their legendary actions.
Oh, hello, Margaret. Hello, Freddy. Welcome to the party.
Do you know I did not
Steve
know
said
you
this
played
aloud.
Baldur's Gate 3?
I love playing it, dude.
Oh, you know what? Do you have a group of people you play it with?
Me and Skittles had like usually played with each other for this, and then we had people who we'd play like in and out with, but never like a full set group.
Oh,
If we're
crazy.
talking about
I have
Baldur's
a...
Gate, sorry.
Good?
I was gonna ask, does anyone here have Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, or just Baldur's Gate in general?
No, just
Because
3.
That's the
Three's really good because three's implementing fifth edition, the 5th edition system as a video game.
Nice.
So
So
yes, we'll discuss playing it together, Rodney, after.
Okay.
I just want to say, I did say the Margaret Freddy thing out loud in character.
Perfect. So Pheesh, it is your turn. You see that these two have teleported to be directly next to Steve, and like we're talking like Steve is being sandwiched in between them.
I can technically see both of them, right?
Yes.
Just making sure.
He's a little fungus Oreo. Oh god, that just makes it even worse. Like the two Oreos are now replaced with like fungus, and the frosting inside is a humanoid body.
Mm.
I
like
don't
the river.
want the idea of
I
like
don't like that.
chewing into a mushroom the same way I chew into a cookie.
Yes. But inside of this mushroom, instead of frosting, it's guts.
I'm just saying. I
That
can
doesn't make
probably
me feel
see-
better.
I feel weird to be saying that actually I like portobello sandwiches and stuff like that. So like I'm over here like I don't have a bad thing about this, real.
I just like mushrooms. They taste good.
Like a
Like, on their
hamburger
own.
with portobellos instead of the buns.
By the way, Pheesh, if you do want to try a fireball, I can probably take one.
Yeah, that is the fireball of war.
famous last words. I can probably take one.
Yeah, right. So, Pheesh,
Well, as
what's
long as it's
so
not
Pheesh?
above a certain level.
You have to remember, Steve. You have 136 hit points.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure even like a full like Fish's max level fireball doesn't kill you.
Well, I'm
Anyway,
talking about
8th
with
level
these
fireball.
creatures included.
37 level fireball.
Well, what's your call, Pheesh?
50 level fireball.
Fuck it, 5th level fireball. Give me that.
3000th level fireball, bro.
You just see fishes.
I really didn't want to be in like to fight these or fight today. This just really sucks.
Well, you gotta do something.
5th level fireball.
Alright, you cast a 5th level fireball. Steve,
By the way,
please
while
make
you're
a
casting it-
dexterity save.
Just real quick, like before the fireball happened, Steve's fish in his bowl just mouths fireball somehow.
By the way, this is a make or break. If you don't pass, you're going to feel it.
So
Wait,
also,
what's the save DC?
Oh, you that's it. That's
You
all
mean
you
you beat-
needed.
Yep, you meet
Meet the
Pheesh's save is 19.
Wow.
Holy
Lovely.
crap, your save is
You
19.
that's the best part.
So, Pheesh has a +5 proficiency and an intelligence of 6, and all saving throws have a base of 8. So that puts it at 19. If
Oh,
Pheesh
God.
gets one more, if Pheesh gets enough levels to get to +6 proficiency, his spell save DC is 20.
Wow.
You either get a nat 20 or you're dead.
So okay, Pheesh, both of these creatures failed the save.
Roasty toasty, bro.
What's
Please roll
half
the
the
damage.
damage? Oh.
Maybe you can get your
Uh,
portable sandwich anyway.
I don't want to eat that.
I'll eat it.
Don't want it.
You're in it.
Good
So-
point.
32.
16 points of damage to you, Steve, because you take half. And the fungal servant takes 64 points of fire damage.
Oh,
Burn him alive!
They screech in pain from the fire that they're obviously vulnerable to.
That's good to hear.
Roasted.
That's a wink.
okay. How many of you guys? Well, obviously, I've already talked about JoJo. I like just for fun. Do any of you guys know about Heirs of the Future?
Yeah.
There's like a certain whole horse pose. I really like it because that's when he uses Emperor, and I still have the Nerf tattoo.
With the fire from the fireball fading away, you see what is left of the fungal servants now burnt, mangled corpses, covered in what's left of fungi. They still have their attention focused on Steve.
Real quick, Pheesh, is this what you mean?
Hold on.
It's in D&D
Oh
General.
yeah, D&D general.
Yes, yeah, something like that.
Nice. The whole horse.
Just pew fireball.
I just never use my Nerf tattoo. It's just not that powerful.
It's fine. So with that in mind, would that have been it for your turn, Pheesh?
Yeah.
The two fungal servants will use their last legendary action to
They had two?
strike. Oh, sorry. Legendary actions are always 3. The Whirlwind
Oh.
of Spores consumes 2, so this is their last one.
Oh, okay.
Wait, they're going again though?
Yep.
They are both
There's two
going
of
to
them,
strike.
remember?
They are going to strike
Oh.
at Steve. Actually, no. One of them is going to do a dreadful glare on you, Steve. I need you to do me a favor and make a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, scheisse. Yeah, out of curiosity, what are your portents currently?
I have a
Oh,
3 and a
only
7.
3 and 7. Okay.
The thing is that we hadn't had a long rest all day, and
I
these are
have-
from last session, so
I have one last use of
Indomitable.
Indomitable if I fail this.
actually, wait a minute. Does my boon of luck like count to anyone else's d20s?
Let's take a look. Did you put it? You put it down in your notes, right?
Yeah.
Let's take a look. You can add a D10 roll to any check, attack roll, or saving throw you make.
Oh, okay. So I can't help either.
So the portents is to
here's
aid
hoping.
others. Right.
Does a 19 succeed?
You does succeed. You are not frightened and paralyzed,
You got good rolls, man.
I'd like to think Steve just glares back.
and the other one is going to also dreadful glare. Make another wisdom save.
Fuck.
It's better that you force them to do 2 of these rather than
Wow.
You're doing good today.
both of them staring daggers into you, Steve. Steve, your resolve is fucking firm, and you
It's a
do
little
not, you do
fit.
not fall to fear their stares.
I'd like to think there's like a little crackling of eldritch blast as he looks at them.
Mm-hmm. So,
It is
Rose, it is your turn.
Alright.
that's an accountant. I'm proud to do my taxes.
Okay, how far across is the river? Like,
It's
how
15 feet. If you do a long jump with a 10-foot riding strut, you can actually make it. The issue is that Steve ran 20 feet beyond his original position.
Oh, so he's an additional 20 feet beyond.
Yeah, so he is 35 feet away, and you have to consume at least a 10-foot movement speed in order to make that jump distance.
So at the very end, I'd be 15 feet away from the target.
That is correct.
What do I have that's 50? Ooh, a second.
Naulei, here's an alternative.
I'm so glad we're having fun with this stuff.
I'm gonna use my action to cast haste on myself. And then using the additional 30 feet of movement, I'll be able to get up close and personal with the boys.
That's what I'm fucking talking about, Rose.
The boy!
Going in deep.
So,
Going in deep. No
with the
full
haste
power.
casted, you have this double movement speed. You clearly make it across that 15-foot jump, dashing all the way over towards your ally. And with your spare action, which, assuming this is the haste, no, you actually have to use, no. Assuming this is the hasted action, so it's the, if you're making an attack roll, it's just one attack. What do you wish to do?
As I'm like flying across the river, I'll activate the sun swords, calling out whatever the open word is. I guess I can't remember what I had it set as.
I think it was Awakened Soul.
Awakened Soul sounds good enough.
Ooh, cool.
Awaken
Jumping
my soul.
across Awakened Soul. Sword springs to life mid-air. I finish running the distance, and I get the singular attack, correct?
Yep, both of them are in the same damage state because they've both been hit by like AoEs and been failing their saves.
Yes. I would like to use my bonus action before that, if that's possible. Or do I have to do the attack?
No, you can do the bonus action before. You can't use a bonus action in the middle of attacks, but you can use a bonus action in between two actions.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use my bonus action to use. I just had it right here. Vow of Enmity.
Mhm.
And I believe I can, using one of my talents, I can add my charisma modifier to targets affected by Vow of Enmity, so I can actually target both of them, so that I get advantage on my attack rolls against them.
Alright. So with your Vow of Enmity activated, you have advantage on attack rolls against 2 mangled undeads, but you can only attack 1. So just say
Yeah.
A or B.
We'll go with B.
Okay.
Rolling with advantage. That's a 22 to hit.
Successful
Sun
hit.
sword active. We slam with the radiant damage. And here is the
extra
improved divine smite.
Alright. With 17 points of damage, you've successfully struck down one of the 2 fungal servants.
A flying in. Big pog, you know.
Steve just
Do
fire comes off of him.
do I get a second attack for
No.
this?
The haste
No?
action
Okay.
is always just a singular attack.
Okay.
So, but still, that was the best thing you could have done to get in there and weaken this offensive force. Which, by the way, Fungal Servant A is now going. So, with Fungal Servant
don't-
A,
Oh.
remember all
Sorry.
of that was legendary actions. Fungal Servant A rolled a 17 on initiative, and so Fun fact, Steve, you're actually immune to the dreadful glares of both of them. By the way, because you had succeeded. But Rose now in range is not. Rose, however, though, let's see how well you do this. Please make me a Wisdom save against the dreadful glare.
I want to lucky this. Wait, no, I don't need to lucky it, do I?
Yeah, you've seen a 19 pass before.
Yeah, I don't need to lucky that. Never mind.
No,
Actually, Xeno.
unable to be feared and paralyzed. It goes for 1 attack against you with its rotting fist
Against who?
Yeah.
Gonna punch
against
you?
Rose.
Okay.
Dodge.
Rose does a 22 strike.
I believe it does. Let's see, 17 from my splint, plus 2 from shield, plus 2 from haste. So yes,
21, yes.
22 does hit.
This is an incoming 16 bludgeoning and 21 necrotic.
16 bludgeoning, 21 necrotic for 37 total.
Yep. And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throws. I'm lucky. I'm using lucky.
All right, go for it. And so,
I'm using. I want to use another lucky.
okay, keep using.
Yeah, 18 is good enough.
All right, you are unaffected by the touch. And so, with that, Rodney, it is your turn.
Okie dokie.
Rodney, how much
my-
movement speed do you have anyway?
What's up?
How much movement speed do you have anyway?
40.
And you haven't raged yet, so the rage would also grant you an additional 20 feet. So if you just rage, you'll have the movement speed to get to them, including with the jump included.
Blarg. And then also, let's see what I get. 7 and an 8. What are those options? Okay. I don't care about not disadvantage, but what's this thing called? Bolt of lightning. I picked Bolt of lightning. Are they within 30 feet of me originally? No, right?
No, and also there's only one
dang.
left.
Yep,
Oh,
I
okay.
will be right back. I'm gonna refill water.
Well then,
Hydrate.
nothing happens for now.
Hydration
and,
check, everyone. Get your
I
water.
go ahead and rage in there. Starting with my first attack.
Yep. Reckless aim,
Nice.
yes or no?
Yeah, sure, why not? We'll add some flavor, and I'll also do the -5.
Okay.
So, that's only 11 to hit.
That one.
Oh wait, no, 12 to hit, technically, because I got +1. That's in
The talent.
any of
Yeah.
my
Okay. So
calculations.
that won't hit.
Okay, and then second attack, except with advantage.
So far we're looking at 20. Yep.
Yeah,
A
so
20 will hit. And I will let you know.
And then-
No need to roll for damage. You do way too much, even with a minimal die roll.
Do.
The 2 fungal servants drop. Oh man, that kind of scared you guys for a little bit. That is until you realize something far worse. The ground around you all starts shifting, and you see what looks like a horde of these creatures rising.
Steve would as they rise. Steve was just gonna say, "Hey Naulei, hey Pheesh, remember the triple fireball?"
When
That
did you
would
let-
work, but the problem is there's too many of them.
There are too many of them. By,
Hey,
like,
Rod.
you have to imagine, like, this is a 150-foot radius of space that surrounds this fungal thing, and these things are medium-sized creatures that fill almost every space.
Are they ahead of us, behind us, everywhere?
Yes.
They're all around us. They're surrounding us.
And just as it looks like they're going in for the strike, you hear stop.
I freeze.
Me too.
all of the fungal servants freeze.
Steve just straightens up and professionally.
Striding forward through the spore cloud, you see this Loxodon approaching.
It's a dude.
Oh,
Hey,
I was
that's actually
in
really
there.
cool.
I mean, sorry. I mean, Awuga. I mean, what?
Oh, that is actually
with-
sick.
With a spin of his staff and using the bottom end and just thudding it into the ground. Sleep once more. All of the fungal servants start crouching down and burying themselves back into the land.
Gross.
I like to think Steve is still smoking.
Travelers, you are not welcome in these lands. Be gone with you. I have spared your life once.
Hey,
We
we got
have
something
quests.
important to do.
Yeah,
we
we have.
have something important. Excuse me, sir.
You claim everyone who approaches these lands claims to be important. What makes you different?
Are you familiar with the chaotic goblin?
If you're
Sin
referring,
of wrath.
if you're referring to that monstrosity, I am fully aware. I am one of those who brought him down.
He's back.
And we kind of need a fungal thingamabob.
No. Take a look at this place. Look at all of these people. Look at all of these fungal servants that dared approach this tree to glean a little bit of power. This sin of wrath may be bringing in a chaotic end to this world, but chaos is perhaps what this world needs. Unless you can convince me otherwise, I believe this world is already doomed for all of these greedy, horrible people that dare to scar nature.
I want to look at him.
Aside
Well,
from a
think what- you
world-ending
think he's
threat,
just-
I don't think that really sticks the landing.
Sir, do you really think
But
he's
then
gonna
again, we
stop?
probably have. But then again, we probably have different priorities.
And
May I
heard
have your
Rodney.
name?
I was gonna say, do you really think he's gonna stop just at the surface?
My name. Fuck me.
I didn't catch
I swear.
that. What was-
I always love the whole like, alright DM, here's everything you need. What's his name? Fuck me, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, it's okay, no, it's okay, it's okay. I probably should have had this. I probably should have had this. It's always the one thing I forget. Okay. It is Otov, the Spore Druid.
Oh,
tough.
Circle of Spore?
OTOV. Otov.
You're probably right. There's a lot of bad in this world. I mean, I'm a product of the bad that was in the world, but I do as much good as I can in this world. There are 6 people that are with us that are just trying to give up their lives just to make sure that the few people that are good in this world have a chance. And I'm willing to go to hell and back for strangers I don't even know. And more importantly, I'm willing to do it for one person that I do know and haven't really got the chance to meet yet. I don't think all people are bad. There are people that are bad, but you shouldn't condemn them. You shouldn't condemn the good because of the bad, because that doesn't make you any much better.
It does not make me better. I am a druid. I speak for nature, and if nature's way is to become chaotic and wild, then that is the way it should be.
You really think there's anything natural about that thing?
It looks like you all don't know even more of your own history to understand why we had to stop it. For a time being, when I was foolish and young, I believed that what we were doing was the thing that was fixing nature. But it is through understanding everything. I believe there are some of you who already feel this presence. Magic is a natural part of life, and so, for magic to be a natural part, wild magic must also be recognized as a natural occurrence. 2 of you, I sense this presence from.
True.
Oh god, wait, he can sense magic out of character? Oh no.
What are you talking about?
He's talking about us.
You two know more than anything. Wild magic is something that is chaotic and rapid. It is dangerous, but at the same time, it is still a natural occurring thing.
True. But so is love.
So is
Like,
good.
and we should, and like,
I was about to
don't-
fucking say, what is love?
maybe don't hurt me.
Hey, real quick. But I would argue that too much of wild magic is quite unnatural.
And if it makes you feel better, shows the amulet.
You attempt to persuade me with a person who I once knew as an ally.
I just saw a man get bent to a pretzel. The last thing I need to do is have another tragedy.
Yes. I have been cooped up in here, maintaining and protecting the spores. Would you care to tell me exactly how my ally has spent their aeons? Have they been carefully protecting the amulet? Have they been making sure to do their research to maintain a balanced life, or have they wallowed in the despair that they've brought upon themselves?
Yeah, I just realized, where's Gizmo?
Yeah, Gizmo's
Gizmo's over in the drill, like kind of like doing
No, it's like
Gizmo.
it dawned on me. Wait a minute, we're forgetting something. That Gizmo was a big part of that entire encounter. Where's Gizmo?
It makes me think of the fucking what's number 4? You guys know the You guys feel like we're forgetting something? The 2.5 minutes, the fucking kid left in the rain.
In my defense, I was gonna ask about it, but then we moved on pretty quickly.
No, I realized. Oh wait, we just met him. Why do I have the amulet? Because he died, and we took Gizmo with us. Where's
I was
Gizmo?
gonna say, we declared Gizmo staying with the pets, or
Even
but
girl.
we didn't really get a chance.
Look, he was incredibly depressed. We found Gizmo. Long story. He tried his best, but really, this is just a lonely way to live. Maybe you have more purpose than him, but still.
All right then.
Can we fight you for it?
No.
Like, not to the death.
Rodney? No.
What?
No.
No, you believe in nature.
That doesn't mean you.
strongest-
That doesn't mean you immediately ask him for a fist fight.
Hey, I mean, the will of whoever is stronger should be the one to do.
This is a liftocracy, I swear. Biggest muscles makes the rules.
I mean, is that not nature? Whoever has the sharpest teeth, the sharpest claws, they're the one that gets to fight.
Yeah, like survival of the
You,
fittest.
you clearly do not understand nature, then. Allow me to represent to you one aspect of nature that no one can ever deny. The Loxodon says, bending down and rubbing his hand across the ground. Death. Death is a thing that binds us all together. It is a thing that we all eventually succeed to. No matter how strong or weak one was in life, we are all bound to death.
I'm well aware of death. I don't need a lecture from some elephant man.
And
Nope.
Rose.
you carry about you an aura that reeks of dread. Why is this?
I've made a lot of regretful decisions in my life.
That as of but I have laid about my bearings in front of you. Tell me, what is it you bear in front of me?
Well,
I
how
used-
would I bear it?
I used to support the Xenolage.
Then look at this.
Oh.
Another observer of life, and upset in the natural order of things.
I've given it up. I wasn't expecting him to cause this much havoc amongst the world. There was someone I wanted to bring back. And through Xeno, I thought it would be possible, but it did not go as planned.
Yes. Clearly you of all people should understand, as I say, death is the one thing that binds us together. Just as it does your partner, just as it does me, and just as it does every single one of you here.
Tell me, Mr. I'm sorry, I don't remember how to say his name. I know it's
Otav.
Otav. Alright. Sir Otav, tell me, what do you see when you look at me?
I see a humanoid being in all its natural form.
Alright then.
I like that.
Well, that
I
was-
like the idea of like no matter what, Steve is just perceived as a normal person.
Yeah, me too. I very
I
much
know, I
like
love it
that.
too.
Why are you even
Internally,
concerned about people
another
saying
one.
something different?
I know, right?
Another one for the win column. Anyways, as I was saying, Steve is gonna look. I'm willing to offer anything and everything. Look, I care about this lot, okay? I kind of care about the world above. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to acquire the means to stop this trouble.
Whatever it takes.
Steve just takes a breath in. I'll even before I change my mind, yes.
Understand this. What you are requesting is the thing to preserve in subset life and nature itself. A life for a life. Equivalent exchange is the way of nature. I tell you this one more time. He says with like a with standing up and really thrusting his staff into the ground. A shockwave goes throughout all the undead bodies surrounding you guys. Are you aware of the decision you are making?
Zeno, quick question. Can I... I'm gonna ask, am I allowed to make peace before I make my choice?
If you are knowing the decision you make, the very least I can do is let you choose the time of passing before the decision comes.
Alright. I'm going to take off my gauntlets. I'm going to pull out my Pearl of Power. I'm going to hand the Pearl of Power to Pheesh. I'm gonna hand my gauntlets to, you know what? Let's hand the gauntlets to Naulei. I'm going to also hand over the vial. I'm going to approach the Loxodon, and I'm just going to say, well, equivalent exchange?
Oh, you
Understood.
can't be serious.
What are we talking about here?
Understood. Wait, no.
He's
Let
giving
it
himself.
let it play out. Understood. And so, with a large sweep overhead, you all see all the spores in the area converging onto Steve. 1, to upset the balance. 2, to reconstruct it. And 3, to be the graceful nail in the coffin that binds this deal. Steve. Steve is no longer there. And where Steve once was is the spores that you were looking for.
Steve from accounting, no.
Wait, what?
It's like the Rorschach scene from Watchmen.
Yes.
Or like
I just wanna
how you get
say-
the Infinity Stone.
Real quick,
Oh yeah.
What?
so you know, just to clarify, Naulei, you have his gauntlets of ogre power and a vial of purple worm venom. And
Wait,
Pheesh, you have a
wait.
pearl of power.
Steve gave himself up so that we could get the fungi.
What? He sacrificed? I literally, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I
Oh my
was
God.
naming, I swear!
I was kidding. But I sent a thing in the general.
I didn't even see that till now.
It was, he's gonna sacrifice himself. And I'm like, no, he's not gonna do that.
He has been ready to die for these last few sessions.
Otov looks at you all. Though Otov is an intimidating presence of a build, he is with the utmost gentle with the nature itself as he slowly lifts the spores. Here. You have all obtained what you wish for, understanding the exchange made now. I am not here to interfere in what is to come, but I am here to offer you what was equivalently given.
Do you make everyone that comes to make this pilgrimage with the spores, do you make everyone like kill somebody or sacrifice something to get one?
Under normal circumstances, there's a specific spot we Loxodons do to perform this. To begin the journey of 1,000 steps, the eldest passes on their life to the next generation, passing it to their prime heir.
Xena, I need to ask a very serious question.
What does that mean?
Is like the spores we're looking for like at all like harmful to us?
No.
Can I just like walk up to like the visage of like what used to be Steve and just hug it a bit?
Yo, wait.
I'm gonna miss him. Don't worry.
What the fuck are we talking about? Steve's not
Steve's
here?
gone. He's not there anymore.
Yes. Steve,
No.
he was aware of the when I gave the indication. He is now one with the fungal grove.
He gave himself to the grove? Okay, how do we reverse that? How do we
We
reverse
can't.
You cannot
There's
you,
no
can,
What?
you cannot
No.
reverse this. For this
No,
for this artifact is the thing
Listen.
of divinity. There is
Listen, I've
not even the
gone through
power
so
of
much-
the gods can bring him back.
Desmond, off table. He's gone.
No, literally can't
Yes.
happen. There's so much death that goes on in this fucking campaign.
No.
What are we talking about here?
Listen.
I've made my
He
choice
did what he-
in and out of character.
He did what he could, and that's kind of final.
This is. I want to be very clear. I've been thinking about this for a while, even
Right.
before the sacrificing was on the table. I want to be very clear. I've made an informed decision.
This was a
This is my
choice made by player.
This is my choice in and out of character.
Yes. And so the Otov looks over. He looks at Naulei, who I'd imagine Naulei would your character be, with another with you are the person who's been here the longest. So I'd like to imagine that this was the newest member of your party and now they're already gone.
Yo, I'm sobbing. I'm on my hands
Yeah.
and knees throwing up on the floor.
Otov approaches Naulei and he shows her the spores that he picked up and hands them to her.
I'm about to bite him.
Listen here, child of the wild magic. Wild magic is the one thing I wish the world was. Because if wild magic was a thing to be relied on, there would no longer be an equivalent exchange. You yourself and Rodney there are creatures of wild magic. If you wish to fight that which is of a chaotic nature, learn to harness your chaos itself and use it to your advantage. Learn from those who have gone down the path of equivalent exchange and defy nature.
Wait, is Naulei like on her knees right now?
I want to look up and be like, in honor of Steve, I will do my best to harness the power of wild magic.
Yes, I can tell from the way you have been. You've clearly experienced a lot of loss in your adventuring life. There's a lot of people who you had seen come and go.
Oh my god.
You just as I understand this feeling. As a druid, we are here to preserve the balance of nature, and so we must go forth and understand that death is a balance. Show me that you can defy nature. Show me that you can be the wild magic that the world needs, and not this creature of wrath. And so he with one arm to help Naulei up, and the other arm to provide her. Whoa. Oh, there you go. I was like, oh fuck, she left.
Oh my bad. No, it just literally crashed out.
Okay. With one arm here just to help you up, and the other arm offering you the spore. Show the world the wild magic that is needed, young man.
I will show them.
Can I just step back to Naulei? I pull out well, okay, actually, wait. The artifact we got from the last guy was a medallion, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just assume at all times I'm wearing it underneath my cloak. I pull it out. You still got me.
I still got you. And that's what matters.
So,
But I'm very sad.
Naulei, you are the one who is in possession of the spores. Pheesh, you are the one who is in possession of the amulet.
Okay.
And so, it is with obtaining the spores, and now another step in your guys' journey and a great loss. That is where we call it for today's adventure. Thank you everyone so much for joining. It's been a pleasure having you all join us for today's adventure. If you enjoyed today's content and like what you saw, feel free to follow and subscribe on Twitch for any stream notifications, possible chance to participate in even content polls. Follow the Twitter, check out the TikTok, and join the Undead Legion on Discord, where you can hang out with us in the general chats. And if for any VODs, such as today's episode, check out the Xenos YouTube channel. I will see you all in a bit after I do some sweeping, and then we will begin the Pokemon Blind Renegade Platinum Nuzlocke. So with that, catch y'all on later.
See y'all.
Bye everyone.
So,
I am filled with a lot of feeling.